Hello, everybody. We are back with Beneath the Tide, episode 85, 69 part. Who gives a fuck
part
anymore?
16.
Just Sam knows. I think Sam keeps notes
17.
now.
I'm just going to cue this up so I can say it up before.
Yeah, he just
Well, you're a math teacher. It's not fair. You have an unfair advantage over us.
Speaking of not being fair,
I'm really good at doing math.
in 2 weeks, yes, December 16th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, everyone here will be playing Gremlins for our Christmas one-shot. So I hope the 5 of you have read up on the rules I made.
I need to reread it because I have forgotten everything.
If not,
I read it and I'll have to reread it again.
we'll just go over it during the session anyway. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy when it comes to it. So everyone's gonna be playing Gremlins. I hope their Gremlins have names and terrible outfits and stuff because you're wearing Christmas outfits. It's Christmas. You have to.
Oh, I have the perfect fucking hat then. Oh my god.
And
Santa head around here somewhere.
Gremlin voices. So I
I
don't know.
just need to watch Gremlins. I think that's
Yeah,
what I need to
Get
do.
that inspiration.
Same.
Justin, what could we actually, if we're just in case we need a refresher, could you just tell us, just help us out what a gremlin voice sounds like?
Justin.
Let me look this up. No, I can't. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Really smart one.
It's basically it's just like.
But that sounds... It just sounds like Pierre.
They're caroling. Yes, it's.
They sound a bit
Or-
like Noose,
or you could-
only
yeah.
probably without the lisp.
Or you could just watch Gremlins 2 and look at the glasses Gremlin because he talks.
Oh, yes.
Like that.
Yeah. God damn it! Don't say that because that was what I was gonna do.
Just do a Southern Gremlin. Howdy, everybody.
Now, I'm not a big city southern gremlin lawyer. Oh, mercy.
You have to do it now. You have to do
Hold
it.
up, I'm
Dressed
Gremlin
up-
Dimino, owner of
dressed
the
up-
Gremlin Dimino.
Just dressed up in like a cowboy outfit. Anyways.
Gremlin, I say gremlin, I say gremlin, I say.
Anyways.
We're all
that's our-
Southern Gremlins.
That's our Christmas one-shot this year. And then after that Christmas one-shot, we have one more session of Ram of the Frostmaiden before the channel goes offline until December 30th. So, rest in peace to December.
Yeah.
Very
Holidays are hard.
Yeah.
Holidays.
They are.
It's just time for more phasmophobia.
Yeah, that's right. What are you doing, Step Ghost? I'd posted that meme in the Soldiers of the Lich King group chat and like, wait, I don't think anyone is gonna get it, so I deleted it.
I saw it. I see everything.
Cool, nice.
I have Phasmophobia. I haven't played it yet.
Come play with us, Sam.
Yeah.
Come play with us,
yeah.
Sam.
Oh,
It's so
should I get
fun.
Phasmophobia?
Yes, you should. Anyways, speaking of making ghosts, last we left off, you all went into something, as I pull up my notes that are totally still on from the last campaign. How's everybody doing? You know, you just went into this sorry everyone. Definitely not professional. This is just horrendous.
In one, Justin. In one. You got it. We're good.
Look at me.
Here we go. I got it. I got notes.
Man done.
I found them. When we last left off, the party entered the Brigade of Blood fighting pits in the Forlorn Forest after disguising themselves as members of a royal family, where Keithong was disguised as King Boos, the faux goblin king of Bleakskull. I didn't write down everyone else's aliases because it didn't matter.
That's very fair.
After being let inside, the
Eclipse
party
was
went to
Moose.
look at the day's combatants and
Moose.
saw 4 goblins, a tiefling blacksmith, and the people they came here to rescue. Ogden's father Latimer and his sister Neola. After some not-so-great family reunions, the party met with the leader of this organization, a one-armed albino gnoll named Goranoth the Breaker. The name the Breaker was for a reason. But he died, so it doesn't matter.
We'll never learn the reason.
I guess we'll never know.
He
There
didn't
was some
seem...
there was some cardboard by the dumpster out back.
He just
It's
breaks
really
it down.
They just bring in panels of drywall for him to punch.
Oh man, that'd be a good job. He didn't seem interested in the Goblin King, but became very interested when the party flashed a bunch of gold, which he asked his guard to take and accept on his behalf. While the fights were going on, Goranov asked if the party were curious on making things interesting, saying he only trusted doing business with people who could stand their own. With this, Ogden and Leah agreed to go down into the fighting pits to fight alongside Latimer and Neola. As the fight was about to commence, Eclipse managed to charm Goranov and sat on his lap, to which he was most pleased, saying that he'd very much like to take her to his chambers later this evening, if this fight went in his favor. Goranov then handed everyone earmuffs inside his private booth as a massive, frost-covered purple worm covered in hardened plates of ice burst forth from the ground, let out a stunning trill, which stunned everyone in the pit aside from Liam. The fight was tough, with people being stunned, eaten, regurgitated, and the like. While the fight was distracting Goranov, Eclipse disemboweled him in front of his guards, and as he died, with one last savage act to this gnoll, she grabbed his head and said, "He should have been paying attention to her." Then, another fight ensued in which Ash confused 3 of the 5 guards before brutally killing 2. The booth then exploded with a fireball from one of these hobgoblin guards, and then Eclipse led to a torrent of flaming breath and incinerated the remaining ones. Upon the destruction of the booth, the frostworm, with the glass still standing, the protective glass, now having swallowed both Leah and Ogden, began making its way through the stands towards the booth, crushing numerous patrons as it made its way up. Kisant called on a firestorm which severely hurt the frostworm, while Ogden killed the worm by punching his way out of its body thanks to his Tensor's transformation spell. And as Ogden dealt the killing blow to the worm, it let out a burst of explosive cold which killed more people in the stands. As the worm lay dead, Ash picked up the corpse of Goran off the breaker, exclaimed that their leader and their worm was dead, before dropping the corpse 20 feet down into the stands. And that's where we're going to pick up the session. Right there.
Well, that was faster than I would have imagined.
People just screaming and scattering. Even the guards aren't sticking around. They're leaving too. Any surviving guards are just...
All good.
Yeah. As Ogden Boon is widening the hole in the top.
Where's where?
We got to get back in there.
Oh.
So widening the hole.
Okay. Just
I'm gonna help pull Ogden out.
Widen. So like putting my feet in there to just make it like sick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just gross. There's so much,
Yawn it
the head just at this point just splits down the middle and just collapses into the stands. And there's this guy running through the stands. As the top half of the head just rolls down into the stands and just smears him into the stands. Just.
So I'm gonna spend 6 charges on my wand of magic missiles.
Yep.
And to just pick what is it? I've got 3 for a first level. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get 8 magic missiles. So I'm just gonna pick 8 people within 120 feet and just.
Yeah, these terrible slave trading people who just love to watch people get murdered by monsters. That's the whole business of this place. Capture people on the become slave. Yeah. 8 of these people start running. One's like sees you. He's about 10 feet away as he's like getting up from his seat, and a magic missile just between the eyes, and he just tumbles down. And then other people trying to flee. One catches someone in the back, and they tumble into the arena. Just someone's head explodes. One goes through 3 people's heads at once. Just.
Well, it's picturing like one person who's like trying to get away and like running down a hallway and like taking turns and like knocking shit over.
Yeah, it's
the
like,
magic missile's just chasing after.
It's like fuck. Don't remember. Anyways, the dude from Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like the magic missile just,
Yondu.
like,
Oh, Yondu.
down the hall and it just. And then the screaming just eventually stops.
Can I slide down the side of the O-hole that I made?
Yeah.
In the worm? Just slide down and try and find Leah among the...
Yeah, she's there.
Okay.
Just
Completely
like
conscious with 1 hit point. Leah, that effect that you had on you is now gone. Because it did what it was supposed to do.
Eclipse flies down to join them and puts her wings away.
Okay.
oh
Oh.
Ogden.
Hi. Are you okay? I know it was rough in there.
Ugh. Yeah, we're good. Why is the screaming stopped?
New sticks his head into a hole, and then imagine there's like a tiny echo. Is everyone else down? Well,
It's fallen open, so it's more like an open face sandwich at this point, like a microwave hot dog.
It just kind of like.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
So it's yawned open, and we've crushed someone on the outside. But Ogden slid down the little into the valley that is the lower jaw of this worm.
Yeah,
Overcooked hot dog is a
we've
really
turned this
good
thing.
description.
We've turned this thing into a half pipe.
God.
Skateboarding episode.
And then Tonicus Hawkitus.
The Aarakocra.
Artificer.
Yes, the
Aarakocra.
artificer named Tonicus Hawkitus.
I'm writing that down. I'm stealing it.
If his feathers aren't blonde, I'm gonna be very annoyed.
Actually, Sam, I want you to steal it and put it in.
Gotta be a golden eagle. He's a golden eagle, Aarakocra.
Fantastic.
Make way for the king. He's just gonna slide down there, and
It's like a wet, dirty slip and slide.
yeah, and he's just gonna do cure wounds on Leah.
Okay. Yeah, the body is still, even though it trails down the stands, most of it is still in the arena, so it's like a very dirty slip and slide down to its butthole.
When Eclipse catches up with Ogden and she sees like he's still decked out in these muscles, she like does the Peggy Carter on Captain America on his biceps, like, this is a good look on you.
Awkwardly pulls his glasses back, puts them gingerly. Thank you. Oh, my family.
Yeah, Latimer and Neola kind of like pull it. Latimer and Neola are like pulling themselves off into the stands, and Latimer's looking around, going, "Huh."
Run over to them and easily grab them both by the hands they're pulling, and just.
Right. Latimer's looking at the mess in the stands, the dead people. Right.
I want to give Neola a big gross hug.
Yeah, you just hug. She hugs back. As the hug breaks, just strands of just worm goo.
Oh yeah.
Did any of you see my wolf?
Oh, let's go free the animals. Let's go.
Oh.
We probably should we choke? Ash, did you woot that guy's body before you tossed him over?
Real quick, Justin, are there still people like running, or did we get them all?
Most of them got killed when the worm exploded. Most of them got killed when it went up the stands. You killed a good number of them.
Okay, if there's anybody else, Ash is still up in the viewing box without walls.
Oh yeah, you can see.
Ash
You can see like two people trying there's like 6 people trying to push the gates open. Like, come on, they can't see us.
While they were gathering stuff, like while they were investigating the worm and everything, Ash is just like picking through, finding big pieces of rubble up in the tower, and he just like take his superhuman strength and just like try to bean people in the head from up here.
Yeah, give me a ranged attack roll.
All right, it's thrown, so that's strength, right?
Yeah, and you're still raging, so
awesome.
I'll say it hasn't been a minute yet.
23.
It's about a good like 20-pound block of debris that you just
spin around and shot put it.
Yeah, it's a part of like support stone from this booth, and it goes sailing through the air, and the guy's like, "Come on, we got it!" He turns around just as his head is just up against the door, but this boulder just pancakes it against the door, and the other.
I'm imagining.
Go
ahead.
The other 5 just kind of look up where Ash is like hundreds of feet away, just like, or 100 feet away actually, just like, And they go to like open the door, but the guy's body's kind of like slumped up against it, and the boulder is kind of like keeping it shut because they open in. So they're trying to like, and they're so weak. They're just commoners. They can't move that boulder. They're like, no, come on.
Just a second. News taking care of some business. Then I'll look.
Oh, okay.
Go for another one.
All right.
I'm imagining the beginnings of the Battle of Pelennor Fields. where they're just chucking rocks at each other, and like there's dozens of orcs that just get smushed.
That one's only a 16.
Still hits.
Yeah, I have a plus 11.
Just they're like, yeah. You can make short work with them. Just chucking debris at them.
Just hucking rocks at them.
They don't run. They know there's nowhere they can go.
Just dying, and then Ash is just stoning them to death. Okay, biblical execution.
Eclipse is gonna turn to him and is like, "Do you really have to do that?"
It's fun.
Man, I wish Hannibal and Ash.
Yes.
They're bad people. They deserve it, and I get to work on my aim.
As long as you see a benefit.
Man.
Then I'll turn around and start looting Minno's body.
You drop it down 20 feet.
Oh, that's right. All right, I'll just hop down.
Yep. You take your raging.
Superhero landing.
The rage would end at this moment.
Yeah.
You take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Worth it.
Rolled an ankle.
No, I just did a full-on superhero landing. Just landed straight on the knees.
I'm getting too old for this.
Indeed.
Everybody's getting arthritis.
You guys hear like his bones hit like stone and wood.
You landed on the kneecap instead of the gap between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like it's just D&D adventurers generally need knee and hip replacements, probably like at the age of 30.
Yeah, but yeah, the Gnoll's body's there. Just after the drop, he looks a little lighter, and you look over. When he fell, when he hit the ground, all of the rest of his insides just spilled out down these steps. The stomach burst open when it hit, so it's just like leaking all the contents down the steps.
Grody.
There's a kidney laying somewhere.
Kick that like a hacky sack. All right, then I'll loot what's left of his body.
Okay, so you get a key.
Okay.
It's a big iron key with a blue gem in the middle of it.
Ooh.
You also find a coin purse with 33 platinum.
All right.
And you look at that arm that he had, that had the short sword on it.
Oh, yeah.
That's detachable.
Oh. All right, I'll take all the stuff.
So if anyone ever gets, a left arm amputated, you can...
We just need to build Ogden's collection of prosthetics.
Eventually, we'll be able to put them together like Exodia, the Forbidden One, into a full body.
Yes.
We have the technology.
Oh my god! If I could, no, hold on.
Ogden has to multi-class as an artificer now.
No, I've got a better plan,
I don't
friends.
recommend it.
I can tell you now. If you don't want to know, save that for me. I've got an idea.
He's gonna put it on the other end of Peggy and make Peggy a double weapon.
No, I'm working my way up to a tiny servant Voltron.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they can just combine together.
Tiny servants.
It's an iron. It's an iron short sword that's just been fashioned into a prosthetic arm.
All right, I'll bring all this stuff down. Just like, all right, I found a key, an arm, and a coin purse. Eclipse, here's the money. You killed him. You earned it.
Yep,
Oh, sweet. Thanks, Ash.
33 platinum.
33 platinum.
Ogden,
and as you're putting these platinum coins away, there's names actually carved into the back of each coin.
Can I read a few of the names?
Latimer Meriden, Neola Meriden, and then names you just don't recognize.
Do I see what's his name? Vulcan's name?
No.
The tiefling? Oh.
No. Oh yes, sorry. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
But it's not his real name, or is it the name they gave him, or
it's Vulcan? It's because it's the name they gave him. Because they don't know what his name is.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna actually toss the 2 coins that have Neola and Latimer's names on them to them.
Okay. Latimer catches it and goes, morbid. And just melts it in his hand.
Cool.
Wait, it's platinum. Never mind.
I'm gonna hand Ogden the key. He's like, all right, this key looks important. Probably you and your family could probably make good use of this. And News, this is morbid, but I want to give it to you. But I think Ogden is collecting prosthetic body parts, so I think I got to give it also to him.
Well, let's have a look at it together.
You two can share.
Just an iron short sword turned into a prosthetic arm.
Wait, an iron short sword or like a steel? Just iron, not even steel.
Steel. That's right.
Oh, okay. Like just pig iron. Just a pig
rebar,
iron short
sharpened rebar.
And it's kind of like rusted and everything because you get the sense he just never wipes the blood off of it, so let's just let the blood rust onto it.
That's so bad for it.
I know.
So it is an iron short sword.
Essentially. But Latimer takes a platinum and goes, I have no need for platinum.
I think the point is it's got your name on it. There's some sort of undoing that needs to be done.
Right. He pockets it. Speaking of undoing, we should free your sister's wolf and whatever other animals have been imprisoned here.
Yeah, no, let's free all prisoners here. This is a slave trade. Let's get
It's fine.
What issue do you have with freeing all the slaves?
Well, you saw all they had for slaves already, the goblins and the tiefling, and then your sister and I. The beasts that we free, they should be fine. Oh, you freed us. Stuff like that.
Let's do it. Let's free those beasts.
Beasts are smart. He must have had a way to talk to them, so maybe we just show them his corpse and be like, hey, this dick who captured you is dead.
While they're having this conversation, Leah's just ritually casting Speak with Animals on herself.
Okay. That only works with beasts. Just so you know. Just so you know. There might be beasts down there. But
we know there's a wolf.
There's a wolf and possibly a dragon.
Dragon. Well, let's get while the getting's good.
Latimer's just like, just a second. And Neola, we should get our supplies. And they kind of like walk down the staircase real quick. You can hear Neola just boot kick a fucking padlock as hard as she can. You hear a tink, tink, tink. And then they come back up the stairs. Latimer in his very regal outfit that you saw in the picture, the vision, the high collar, that double-bladed scimitar on his back. Neola is back in wearing like ranger-esque attire, leathers, and a hooded cloak, and a pin of a silver wolf on her lapel.
All right, let's go down and let's go free those animals. I've only probably got, I imagine, 5 minutes left of muscle.
All right, well, who's leading the way? I don't know how to get there myself, and neither does your sister.
I'm feeling like a thick boy these days. I'll lead.
Excuse me, any hobgoblins left alive around here? If any one of you comes forth and volunteers to be our tour guide, you can live.
I can't. I'm under the rubble. And the voice is coming directly below where you're standing.
Should be. This is also very funny.
Ow.
Nah.
I can tell you where he got the best fighters, the best slaves, if you let me go.
It's not really the kind of information we're interested in,
You can make a lot of money. So much. And then you see Latimer with the double-bladed scimitar just through the debris, and he's just kind of twisting it in a little bit. And he... I don't like slavers.
Oh, that settles that.
Oh yeah, let's roll out then.
And
Alright.
Latimer's like giving Ogden like these just side glances, like, what the fuck was that?
He's still all big and beefy too.
Yeah, like how did you?
He's
how did you
he's
learn
all
this
out.
from? How did you learn this from reading? Doing nothing with your life.
He keeps holding himself back from also doing a Peggy Carter like bicep touch. Just,
Oh.
no, but no.
Yeah, who's leading this little escapade through this place?
Ogden Boon just walk forward because you got it. Elston's on the mind.
You
gotta
have
get that.
really good passive investigation, so you almost know where to go.
Just looks around like based on the structure of this place. And
Based on the structure of this
the hallways that we've seen and
Was
the
into
water,
Sherlock Holmes
the water,
mode.
and the water table in this area.
Well, and you can see the marks where the door keeps opening. I'm sure all the panels look the same, but you can see the dust marks.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
But not far from Gornoff's booth is a door that's meant to be hidden, but Ogden, your passive investigation sees it instantly as soon as you guys start to walk. You take like 3 steps and it's right there.
Pull out blue key. Look at door.
Okay.
Look at blue key. Could this be? Put blue key in.
Opens up.
Well, hold on to blue key as there's a blue diamond. Hey, Noose, do you want this? Do you think it's worth anything?
It doesn't look. It's a blue gem, not a diamond.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it a sapphire?
It looks like a sapphire.
Oh, Ogden would know what.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so he palms the sapphire key, knowing that it's gonna be worth.
And because silver's all based in the gem trade, that key itself is worthless, but the gem is worth about 300 gold.
Gem money. Can I whack it against something and pop the gem out and toss the key?
Yeah. Actually, since we still might need the key. You're smart. You have a passive investigation.
If the key is Ogden tosses it.
Okay. Eclipse catches it. Just
Is the
It's
gem
just like
in the-
keys
is
can
the-
open more than one thing.
Well, is the gem in the useful part of the key or the useless part of the key?
in the top.
Yeah. So I'm just imagining Ogden like looking at it and then just delicately tapping it against something, and it just says.
No, I'm still
Don't
getting,
need this.
still getting used to my strength. It's just
The key. The top half of the key just bends.
and
And there's like a very visible like indentation in the wood wall where you smacked it. You could probably beat Ash in a fight. No, you probably couldn't.
probably not. Yeah. Sure, well, let's keep on trucking.
But through that door, you see a small, quaint little room with wooden walls and a window overlooking the forest to the north. There's a 4-poster king bed with animal hide blankets and a roaring fireplace. On the walls are portraits of people lying dead in the arena, mauled by all manner of creatures. At the foot of the bed is an iron chest, and one of those portraits goes from the ceiling to the floor on the wall. Just
I guess I check the seals of that ceiling to wall portrait, the edges.
investigation check.
You got it.
And while he's doing that, yeah, Keysong like gives a look at Eclipse, and I imagine she's also looking at the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we go over to it.
Okay. So what'd you get for your investigation check, Ogden?
Well, pardon me. That was a 22.
22. Yeah, that portrait
2D2.
is a portrait, but it's also a hinged door.
Secret door, secret door, secret door. Yay!
And it reveals a 10-foot diameter tunnel that descends downwards, spiraling downwards.
Tunnel, you say?
Yeah, with stairs.
Spiraling
With stairs.
downward?
Yeah.
Stairs.
But the two of you, Keysunk and Eclipse, at the chest. It's an iron chest, a big iron chest.
Better now.
Is it locked?
It has a... Yeah.
I'm gonna check for traps and then
Okay.
unlock it.
But checking for traps, I need a Check for traps check. Investigation check with thieves' tools.
That's a... What's the right word? That's a spicy 24.
It's definitely trapped, and as you look through the lock mechanism,
Mm-hmm.
there is a wire that goes from the lock mechanism to trigger when it gets unlocked, but you don't know what it unlocks, what it triggers inside the chest. You can't see what's inside the chest that it actually triggers.
Come on, what's taking you so long?
I'm gonna look to Noose and say, Noose.
Yeah.
It's gonna get really exciting in here really quickly.
What?
And I'm gonna try to disarm the trap.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check with your thieves' tools. Actually, sorry. Yeah, sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand?
Yep.
29.
29. And as the lid opens, as you cut the wire, you hear something fall into, like on something soft.
Mhm.
And nothing happens when you, like, there's no, like, explosion or anything. You get a sense you
Mhm.
disarmed it.
Once I open it, do I see
Yeah.
what could have been triggered?
A massive vial of acrid, that very explosive purple goo that destroyed an entire pirate ship. You
I'm
get a
gonna
sense
gently
if-
pick it up and hand it to Noose.
You get a sense it would have probably just, this entire room would have been engulfed in flames.
Ooh.
I got skills. Blowing my what's it called? Blowing my thieves' tools.
Mm-hmm. This vial of acrid, just so we can add it to your notes, deals 10d6 fire damage.
Okay. And he's gonna put that in
And
the bag of holding.
reminders, acrid, very explosive. It just needs to be agitated to explode. But with added fire and everything, it's more explosive.
What if we took like a strap, wrapped it around it, attached it to my fist, and then I took that and then punched someone with it?
Ash would die.
10d6.
Not
fire
if he's
damage?
raging.
Worth it.
He's not resistant to fire damage.
Yeah, but
I
also
mean,
10,
I could do it.
And
I'm
10
resistant to fire.
10d6. That's like 25 damage.
You all also remember that acrid sticks to the body and can only be removed by
I'm
magic.
I'm starting to become more obsessed
That'd be cool,
with
though.
this Voltron idea.
Fire fists.
Could I
That
animate the vase?
Totally.
Or the vial?
It looks small enough,
I'll
yeah.
be the head.
I'll form the head.
What's up?
Just to get my ducks in a row, I already have another vial of acrid. Is it the same 10d6? Or is it okay? It's a different value.
This
Okay.
one's more, yeah, this one's more volatile. It's a bit
Okay.
bigger. The one you have is like 46.
Okay, I will write that down then. Thank you for that.
But yeah, acrid fire, it's a gel, so it sticks to surfaces when it burns.
Yeah.
It can only be put out by magic or lots of water. Otherwise, it takes what was it? 8 hours to burn out.
Okay.
And it cannot be put out with an action. You can't just
Awesome. We had never really gotten those details before, so
just making it easier. Yeah, because when you did it the ship, you just fucked that shit up.
Yeah, because it was like barrels of the stuff that I hit with a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing that
what
your
else
boat
is-
wasn't closer.
Mhm. What else is in the chest?
Good question. I should have answered that.
it's
Um,
just acrid.
A
single vial
vial,
of
of thick black, a potion with a thick black liquid that seems to bubble as if carbonated. There is also a prosthetic.
Soda.
There's also a prosthetic hand.
That's going
And-
straight to Ogden.
Yep. And 1,200 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Eclipse, can I see that potion?
Yes, you may. Just don't drink it immediately.
I'm not gonna
That's how you test what a
drink
potion
it.
is.
I'm just
You said
gonna.
Or cast
1,200 gold or 12,000?
1,200.
Thank you.
Leah's gonna. Is it like a cork or is it a screw?
It's always a cork, so I can
She's
do
gonna
that.
cork it. She's gonna smell it.
It smells. It has like a sickly sweet smell to it, like a mixture of molasses and citrus.
She's gonna like dip her finger in it and like give it a little taste to see if she
Cool.
can figure out what it is.
because you're not ingesting it, the effect won't happen. A creature that ingests this potion must succeed on this DC 17 Constitution saving throw or takes 16 D6 poison damage or have as much on a success. On a failure, the creature is poisoned. If the creature's hit points are reduced to 0 and there's still damage left over, the creature dies. So if you would have drank that, Leo would have been...
Actually, I'm immune to being poisoned.
Correct. But the damage still happens. You're not immune to poison damage. You're just immune to the poison condition. So the poison damage would still take you out.
Leah's just gonna recork that
That's
sucker.
a potion you feed to since he kept that to murk someone.
Hey, Eclipse, if you want to poison somebody, he had the right idea with this. As terrible as that sounds. He's just like looking at it like, do you want it? Do you want me to keep it?
Why don't you keep it on you?
Thanks, Eclipse.
All right, I will
Like I
add.
said, just don't chug it.
I will add a vial of Death Dealer brew to your equipment. Homebrew potion. I like homebrewing.
I have 2 homebrew potions.
What one you made yourself? Well, you actually have 4 of those. So you have 4 of those myconid potions, and then this one. So you have 5 homebrew potions.
What if I mix them?
You can certainly try.
No,
rules for that.
fuck that.
There are rules now, yeah.
Was it Xanathar's guy that had rules for mixing potions?
Or I think Tasha's does. I don't remember. One of those books.
Someone, yeah, and it's hilarious. It's basically just like sometimes because it's like sometimes you'll get like just one or the other. Sometimes something wacky will happen.
Or based on the properties of both of these, something bad probably.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Elia, you have that potion, that bubbling, carbonated, good-smelling potion.
Ooh.
And then there's the prosthetic hand and the 1,200 gold, and that's it. That's all that's in the chest. And then Ogden found the secret door. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. I can finally watch Korra because on a streaming service I own.
Yay!
So, what's everyone doing?
I'm gonna follow
Yeah, I'm
Ogden
gonna-
through the secret tunnel.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down and go to that.
Okay.
Go to that tunnel. Let's go.
I need my notes. What's the marching order down the tunnel?
Ogden Boon in the lead.
Who wants to see the dragon first, essentially?
I'm real excited to see this dragon.
Okay, so Ogden's in the front. Who's behind Mr. Ogden Booth?
I think Eclipse will be behind Ogden Booth.
Ogden Booth.
Ogden Booth.
Who's behind Eclipse?
Don't all speak up at once.
I'll be in just the very back.
Okay.
Ash.
Protect the little ones in the middle.
All right, so Kisunk Leah, who's for who?
That works.
Yeah.
Okay, Kisunk Leah, cool.
He's just like looking out that window outside, then starts to see Kisok move, and she's like, oh, no, not without me.
Oh, let's go.
Ash could just be like, come on. The tunnel is this corridor. Perception check.
For Ogden?
No, for Ash. He said he was looking for stragglers.
Oh.
Oh, you said perception check?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I trained that. I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
There's too many skills that start with the letter P.
There are. I keep looking at persuasion. 15.
15. There's breathing under the bed.
Want to just walk over to the bed?
Please do it Hannibal style from the TV show. Please, 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 please.
I haven't seen Hannibal, but I can guess. Yeah, I'm gonna just. Well, no, I should check, just in case it's a prisoner and not one of the horrible people.
Okay.
So I just walk over, so like my feet are visible from under the bed, and then turn around and walk away, and then like drop down onto my hands and knees and look under the bed.
It's a hobgoblin, one of the ones in the guard armor. It's like, looks like he was impaled by numerous shards of that ice, when the worm exploded, and he looked like he might be on like death's door. He's like, "What are you doing? Why are you in the master's room?"
I'm just gonna stand back up.
Cool cue.
Yeah, just
Oh,
through the bed.
Yep.
Yeah, Hannibal style. Oh, yes.
I just imagine him jumping on the bed and like letting some of those shards just go in a bit deeper.
Oh, just on my butt on the bed.
Jumping up and down.
Just jump up and down on the bed.
And then
Poor little monkey
and then you just
jumping on the
then you
bed.
just see like blood just pooled out from under the bed.
This is what happens to people who make other people fight for money against their will.
You guys hear like
That's a
wet
good
squishing, and then blood
And Ash
starts-
singing to himself.
and then blood, the blood starts to like pool out from under the bed, starts to like go down the stairs.
And I'll just come back walking out.
You know, Ash, that actually wands if you say it in Gnomish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, do I speak Gnomish?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, yeah, you're right. It does.
But as you start walking down the stairs,
You're right.
It was a good one.
you guys as watch as Ogden is taking up a lot of this width with his big muscles, and then out of nowhere they just deflate. Just the sound of escaping air, just.
How does it work, Caleb?
the robe seems very loose now.
Stretched it all out.
There are no arms. He's not like weak, but he does have like what looks like 15-year-old boy arms, like
Wiry.
not gonna reel
Nice.
suck the water.
They're archaeologist arms.
I grab a tree.
Indiana Jones says, "Take that back."
Yeah.
Mostly tendons.
But you all get
I
to
mean, he's Harrison Ford, not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
you all get to the bottom of this staircase. And immediately in
I'm
front of
gonna
you, it's a circular corridor that wraps around. Immediately in front of you is a thick iron door. And written above it in paint, red paint. Is it red paint? Who knows? Says, "Do not open unless Master approves." And then you can see other iron doors, much smaller, with
I'm
words, with like other like words written above the door to detail what is inside.
I'm gonna real quick return Ogden's robe back to him that he gave me many moons ago.
Sure.
I'm just like, here, I kept this. Would you like it to replace the one that you damaged? Unless you like that look. I mean, I kept it. I just didn't know if you'd want it back or not.
You hear what sounds like a big from that room ahead, and a big, loud tremble of thick chains.
Yeah, it's a bit breezy. I suppose I could use another layer.
Oh, that door actually. That door is about 50 feet tall and 70 feet long.
Well, that's a horse of a different color.
And there's like a bunch of like little like mechanisms to open it, like levers and stuff to like unlock these big like deadbolts that are across it.
Hey guys. Don't mean to pump the brakes on anything, but maybe we should like have a little bit of a rest.
The room, I'll say the room upstairs counted as a short rest.
Okay,
Oh, all right.
cool. So
I mean-
anybody who needs to roll
Yeah,
there.
and walking down the
Hit
stairs
dice.
as well, because that's not really much exertion.
Okay.
So anyone who needs to roll hit dice can do that.
Got to get rid of my temp HP.
Latimer Neola, shit,
Temp
they're
HP
here.
won't go away until long rest, I believe. Oh
What?
wait, no,
No,
it
'cause the
does,
spell
because
ended,
you
yes.
dropped your spell. Got it. Never
Yeah.
mind. Sorry.
Eclipse didn't take any damage in that fight.
I don't think Ash did
took-
either.
No, I took a bit.
Oh, yeah, because a fireball.
Well, a fireball, yeah.
Yeah, fireball. Yeah, some of us don't have the fancy evasion.
No, Neola's at 22 of 84, so she's going to have a short rest and do
I'm at 10 of a 109.
3 rolls.
Oh, I'm at 109 of 158.
Man, Rangers get D10s. I forgot that. So she gets 10 hit points. 6 and 7. You know what? She's gonna take 3 more, just to be safe. How sad it'd be if Ogden's sister died. Real sad.
Real quick, while we're hanging out here, does anybody else speak dragon? Oh, all right, you do. All right, cool.
Yeah, I do.
Now,
If
yeah,
you're
that's right.
curious, hello, Latimer Meriden. I speak Giant and Infernal.
I really wasn't, pal.
I wish my son took up the study of Giant, but
Didn't he?
I did.
alas.
That was our main point of contention, is that I liked giants and you didn't.
Giants are problematic.
Fair, but they have a rich and colorful history. Also, I met a relative of Cormragal.
Your father kind of gets like suddenly just super interested. He's like, interesting. You'll have to tell me
Yeah.
more
Yeah,
when we have tea later.
I did that. Me, Ogden Boon.
I'm impressed.
Nah, you don't.
What's your
Oh,
passive?
fuck.
What's your passive insight?
Passive insight. Passive insight is 16.
16.
I don't read. I read the room really well. I read people not.
Read them better than
I mean,
most.
yeah. My passive insight is 10.
Yeah, his the
Mine's 20.
the facial expression didn't change all that much, but there was a kind of slight surprised smirk. It seemed genuine.
He's like, oh shit, my son went out and made him something of himself while I was chained up in here for 2 years.
Yeah. I know Dwarvish, Giant, Goblin, and Sylvan. She turns
Who are
the
you?
news. Oh, I'm Neola, Ogden's sister.
Oh, right.
And she
Well,
turns.
that's
She
very,
turns.
very lovely of
She
you.
turns to Keysong, gets like eye level with him, and in Goblin says, "I guess you're my adopted brother." That's what Ogden said
When did he say that?
when he talked to me privately.
He kind of looks at Ogden. And
Well, I
he's
can't
like,
understand. I can't understand, but just
Yeah, it's
I'm just doing-
just like.
Oh, well, hey. My name's Keysonk, sometimes Noose, just so you don't get confused. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. She pats you on the head. Stands up straight. Does no one here talk to him in the language of his people?
Well, we all know so many languages that have.
I'm gonna have to teach Ogden Goblin later.
Yep, I that'd be great. I'd
These
love
days,
that.
I really want to play like a dwarf that doesn't speak Dwarvish, and then every time someone tries talking to him in Dwarvish, be like,
Yes!
"Why do people keep assuming?"
Kill your character for next campaign. Let's go.
I could.
I'm
My
really
character
excited.
has a native language that I could switch out for something else, and just like,
I'm really excited for that character though.
yeah, me too.
Um,
I'll do it, but that character does also have a native language. I'll do that for this one.
Okay, cool.
We'll talk about it. We'll swap.
Definitely. So, yeah, you're in front of this massive, 50 feet tall. It wouldn't be 70 feet wide. It's more like 50 feet wide.
Oh, okay. Way more reasonable.
But it's covered in these big, thick deadbolts, and like numerous levers to actually like unhinge those deadbolts. And again, all around this circular chamber are doors of much smaller sizes with words painted above them as well.
I mean, with those words painted above the other doors, do we see a wolf?
You're gonna have to
Above it.
walk around and investigate.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for. I mean, obviously that's why I ran ahead. I'm trying to find
Okay.
Elston.
The first door you come across says Manticore.
Great. I keep on trucking.
Next door, Bullet.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Keep on trucking.
Next door, Basilisk.
Okay. Big
Not
snake.
from Harry Potter. Keep walking.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not stopping until I find
Next
that wolf.
one says Bahir.
Yeah, no, I continue.
You just hear like loud like snarling and what sounds like. Continue on. Chimera.
Do we have room on the ship for a whole bunch of pets asking for a friend?
Noah's Ark of
We,
like
we could
Oh,
have
just
them.
Monsters.
Monster.
No, they could just populate the orgy room.
And all of
That's
these
where we sleep.
and all of these doors, Ogden, are locked
Yeah.
with that key, aside from the big one. And you
Okay.
keep walking. The door next to the Chimera, Umber Hulks. Like, yeah, plural.
he's on Ash kind of, and I imagine Eclipse also share a look.
Ash is still wearing the Umber Hulk gauntlet you made. She's got one of their hands just ripped off and strapped to his hand.
They can, and you know they can burrow through stone, but they've got to be shackled up. You can hear,
Eclipse looks to the two of them.
You hear chains in the Umber Hulk room.
Eclipse looks to the two of them like, don't even think about it.
The next door says wolf.
Oh yeah, I go up there and
So
start.
underwhelming compared to the rest.
So, yeah, I
Oh, there's
start
way
the-
more.
Oh, okay.
Way more.
I'm opening that wolf door.
Okay, as soon as you open it, you hear a snarling and then whining. And you look in and you see the familiar sight of a massive white wolf, Eston.
So
And you can see Eston like wants to rush towards you and like lick you and stuff, but he can't move because the chain's keeping him in place.
well, then what's this? Russ is on my shoulder, flies in on my shoulder. He's been whatever circling. I just
Yeah.
be like, just to
Who is nearby?
Hey, brother! Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, brother. Sorry, I had to debeef, but I'll get beefy again sometime for you, brother.
Oh, we'll lift weights.
Oh yeah, brother. So I go on in and Eclipse, could you help me with this lock?
Yeah, whatever you need, honey.
You look at the lock and it fits the key you have as well.
Oh, great. Oh,
Oh yeah, Eclipse has the key.
Hey.
That's right.
Eclipse is like getting ready to like.
no, go.
I'm just gonna put the key in.
Okay, you
Not
unlock
risk
it.
breaking it.
The chain goes slack and unclasps around Eston's neck, and the wolf immediately sprints at Ogden and is going to go for part of his attack to knock you prone and just start licking your face. Just so you all see Ogden get knocked out of this room by a massive wolf, and it starts like licking his face, just constant.
Aww.
And Neola just lets out a sigh. Eston.
Uncle Augie's here. Hello.
And he's very excited, so he accidentally lets out an excited pee. I rolled for it.
Great.
I love the additional I rolled for it.
Well, that's well now my shins are sticky.
And then Eston sees Icarus and kind of just goes wagging the tail like he wants to play with Icarus.
Which if he's healthy enough, then Icarus will bob
totally.
around.
And then
He's gonna
goes like
bob
he's like trying to like snap up at Icarus enough to like do damage, just like a playful like little bite. Just
well, and he can easily, fly out of the way.
Yeah.
Not a terribly. Yeah, he's got that
But-
flyby.
Neola comes over and is like making sure Eston's okay and is like rubbing him and giving him scritches. Oh, I was worried.
I'm gonna go up to Ogden, help him up, and cast prestidigitation on the wet spot for him, and say, "Uncle Augie, never had that one before."
It's just a little bit embarrassed.
I think it's cute.
And then you all again feel this entire chamber shake as that wall just gets hit again, and dust just kind of from the ceiling.
Jeez, what's this guy got in here? Oh, what?
I'm gonna shout in Draconic, "Just chill out for a minute, man.
No response.
Wait.
We're getting to you."
No response.
Eclipse.
What?
Ash is just like dancing like he needs to pee in front of the door that says Chimera.
Why are you a child today, Ash? What do you want?
Ash catch.
Oh, you have it.
Catch him,
Drumkey, yeah.
Ash. Catch him.
All right. Lock the door behind me. If I die, I die.
If he dies. He does.
Yeah. Well, yeah, nothing. You have a cleric here, I imagine. We can just bring him back, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
No,
Well,
not
about
Willie.
that.
There's some things happening about that.
If I
Go
die,
for
I'll
it,
come back as a
Ash.
devil.
Oh,
You know what, Ash?
You
Maybe
don't
you
have
should
the
have
ring
been the one to
attuned,
do
I'll be
this.
right?
fine. I'll be
These are the
fine.
ones you told me about, Neil.
I want a pet.
Ash, you don't have the ring attuned, right?
Correct.
I'm just
Yes.
making sure.
But he is gonna sell his soul to you know who if he does die.
No, I already did sell my soul.
You're
It's
right.
just it doesn't the transaction. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I will be fine. Trust me, I'll be
I
fine.
need to tell the.
Is there like an eye slit thing that you can look
Yeah.
in through?
Is
No,
it-
there is not.
How thick is the door and what material is it made of?
This door is steel and it's only like an inch thick.
Okay. I think I can get messages through that.
Well, if there's
Yeah,
a
there you
crack
go.
at all, yeah, you can.
1 inch of common metal, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You just cast message through, make sure I'm all right. I want to wrestle it and show it who's boss, and then get it to be my pet and love me forever. And I'll walk it and I'll feed it and I'll take care of it.
This would be pretty
Ash,
fucking cool.
Ash, I think this is a really bad idea.
But it could turn out
Yeah,
amazing.
I agree with the king here, Ash. If the king says no, I don't think you should do it.
I'm all with
Just
you,
saying.
Ash. I'm just saying, like, you gotta remember. You gotta feed it. You
I
gotta
know.
take it for walks.
Oh, I know.
You gotta.
I think it has wings.
Well, you gotta take it for flights.
Exactly. I'll ride it.
What are you going to feed it with, Ash?
Our enemies. Look at all the corpses upstairs. We kill a lot of things and people.
You know what, Ash? You put up a really
you-
good argument. I'm 100%
You know,
behind you, boy.
As long as you understand that you are the one who has to clean up all of its messes.
I promise I will be responsible for it. I'll take care of it.
No.
I'm having flashbacks
Ash.
to being 10
Ash.
years old again.
Ash,
Yeah.
now remember, you can't buy someone to take care of it for you.
I know.
Come
I'll
on.
take care of it. I'll take care
Look
care
me
of
in
it.
the eyes.
I will
No,
take it. No,
tell
because
me-
they respect you more if you take care of them. So if I
Tell
hire
me-
someone, then they'll respect the person they hire more.
Tell me you won't hire someone else to scoop his poop.
I will not hire someone else to scoop his poop, especially because I'm kind of low on money right now and I don't think I could afford it.
See, that's why
Okay.
you don't pay a 12-year-old.
What, you're going to not pay the 12-year-old?
At the sound of this
Well, I don't
commotion,
think he shouldn't have been on the ship in the first
at the
place.
sound of this commotion, you can just hear like from in that chamber, but nothing.
Okay.
Like the
In
chamber
the one that we're
Ash,
standing
Ash in front of him. Yeah.
All right, perfect. I think that just probably just use like its fire breath. So I'm gonna unlock I'm just gonna put the key in the lock, turn it,
Okay.
Ash,
and then step inside and shut it
I need to
behind me.
go. I need to go in there with you.
Nope. Too late.
Why?
Oh,
I mean, you could always. I left the
this
key
could
in
be
the
when
lock.
it ends. This
Okay.
could be when it ends.
In the
That's
corner
not
of the
messaging me.
room, looking at you, you see a vile combination of goat, lion, and dragon. Features all three heads of the creatures I just mentioned.
Are you dead yet?
The front legs are that of a lion. The back legs are that of one leg is like a goat, and the other back leg is like that of a red dragon. The middle head is a lion snarling, but with a, one of those things, muzzle. The goat head does not have a muzzle, so as you guys walk in, the goat head just goes, meh. And the dragon head is also muzzled, and you can see like the muzzle's like red hot. And it's just staring at you. In the corner is a severely small goat that has been eaten, and with the goat there's like a golden platter that it looks like it's kind of been like hoarded away in the corner by this thing. It's chained around its legs and around each neck, just looking at you like.
All right. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Are you speaking in Draconic?
I will try every language I know, including
Okay.
Draconic.
So what do you try first?
I'll try Common first, just like.
Just
Do you
looks at
understand what I'm saying?
The lion head's like snarling, and the dragon head's like.
Does have a dragon head, so I'll go Draconic. Parlez-vous drake?
The dragon head just snaps to your attention, while the other two heads kind of just go silent.
Oh, there we go. All right. Do you want me to let you out of here? Do you want freedom?
Dragon head nods.
I will give you. How about will you be my buddy if I free you and give you food and a place to live?
Persuasion check.
My immediate thought was say my name from Beetlejuice. You could use a buddy. Don't you want a pal? Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
$27.
It doesn't nod, but the dragon head and the lion head both go from hostile to just no emotion.
I walk over to where where the golden platter is. And I'm gonna take my 83 electrum pieces out of my pouch and just slowly like drop them out of my hand onto its little platter.
Okay.
And then I'll say in Draconic, there's more where that came from and lots of meat if you join me.
The dragon head all three heads kind of shimmy and move. The goat head, since it's not bound or anything with a muzzle, bites down on the plate and pulls it up with the gold coin with this electrum still on it, and then all three heads kind of get in front of you so the shackles can be undone.
All right, I'm gonna undo the shackles and like take the muzzles off and everything.
Okay. As you take the muzzles off, the dragon head just kind of does this and goes up on the ceiling, just to let it out, just freedom kind of thing to feel it, and the lion just lets out a bellowing. And then it just saunters towards the door.
All right, I'm going to walk over the door, knock on it. All right, we're coming out.
Door opens and you see this large creature just step out into the corridor, head of a goat, head of a dragon, head of a lion. The goat head kind of looks stupid. The weird goat eyes kind of in different directions. Biting down on the plate, a gold plate with electric pieces on it. Just meh.
I made a buddy.
I'm surprised you're not dead.
I can be friendly.
Welcome to the menagerie.
And Ash, it looks big enough to be a mount, possibly, if you can
Yeah.
tame it a little better.
Yeah, you gotta get it gotta convince it to let me, but yeah, I'm building up to that. All right, while you're all exploring down here, we're gonna have to figure out a name for you. I don't think it can talk, so we'll have to do trial and error to find it a good name.
Can Leah try speak with animals on the goat head?
Doesn't work.
All right, I'm gonna go take him
because the creature is considered a monstrosity. All of it is a monstrosity.
I'm gonna go take my new friend here to get some food. We'll be back.
We're like going poway with a dragon, and you're like our meat shield.
Oh, you mean like right? I thought you were taking like I didn't know we were doing that next.
I mean, it was kind of
here.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if anybody else wanted to check a door and like try and get a pet.
I mean,
I think you're the only one.
It's like a pet store in here.
These are all monsters that would kill us in an instant if they had a chance.
Behind one of the doors, you hear just someone crying. Just
there's literal demons in here.
What does it say above the door with the crying?
Lonely.
Ogden, don't even think about it.
No, it says lonely.
I'm just saying this place is like a pet store, and they would only kill you in your sleep if they were able to. Just because they could try doesn't mean they'd succeed.
There's also another door that's making. There's another door that's making weird, like squelching noises behind it, like.
What's that door say?
Gelatinous cube.
Oh, we need a garbage disposal for the ship.
We are not making a gelatinous cube a pit.
Can't tame those.
One time we would tame it, we just put it in the bottom of the ship.
It would destroy the ship.
It's a magic ship.
You got your Chimera. That's all you're getting. I can't believe I have to be the adult in this situation.
I wasn't saying I was getting. No, I'm happy with my Chimera. I understand there's no more responsibility. That mean that you all
It
can't.
would have been
get some.
fucking cool though.
He's a
if
rich
someone,
kid. He's a rich kid with the exotic pets.
If someone unleashed all these monsters during the fight with the worm, and they all just went.
Came out. And Justin rolled 30 initiatives.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ash, I don't know what your plans are after we save the world. But if you need a financial backer for starting your own animal wonder emporium, please let me know, because I feel like just this interaction gives me all the confidence to see something like that happen for you.
Ogden, I'll be honest. I didn't really have any plans after we saved the world. Like my life was pretty much it just ends right there. Like I would be fine dying, but suddenly you just gave me something to live for.
The Monstros menagerie.
I have that's my dad's name, and we know how I feel about my dad.
Yeah. Well, you could just summon him to, like, show him everything, make him shit himself every day.
We could do like hourly shows where lions eat my dad. Oh, that could be great.
I'm just imagining like Ash being some twisted version of Hagrid.
Yes.
Why is it even twisted? Just a regular version.
Just Hagrid.
He would just live outside of a forest and like just be like, oh, the giant spiders, they're fine. You just gotta be nice to them. What?
He'll be like a 20th level barbarian too, so they bite him. He just like slaps them across the forest. Stop it!
Well, I told you it's not Tuesday. It's not Tickle Tuesday.
Yeah, and beside the doors you can see others. One says Intellect Devourers. Another says Neothelid. One says Ankylosaurus.
There's a dinosaur in here.
Yeah, I don't think releasing any of these would be good.
One says
area.
One says Catoblepus.
All right, but I feel like if they aren't let out, then is there a way we could quickly just open the doors and let them free?
Think about it though. If you release
Some of these, I mean,
if you release these things and they kill like maybe the bartender's daughter of the bar we just ate at, wouldn't you feel really bad?
The Ankylosaurus is a plant eater.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
Typically
neutral.
Let's do a real quick survey of the place. How many of these doors contain things that would not just immediately eat a person upon release? Like we've got the big spiky cow. That's one. Big spiky lizard cow. That's
big spiky lizard cow.
I went to school once.
Nearby, the nearby doors.
I never went to school.
Yeah. Intellect Devourers. Gelatinous
Those
Cube.
are horrible. That's horrible.
Catoblepus.
And imagine that's good.
Yeah.
But it has cat in the name.
That's not always a good thing.
Lonely, the crying individual.
That could either be a person or just the worst thing in here.
You've encountered crying people before that had long arms that shot harpoons.
Did I, or was I possessed by a 5-year-old ghost at the time?
Oh, you were. That's right. Yeah. Also, you can survey the entire room. The only other doors that for sanity. The only other doors that pop up are. Where are you? Hello, it's me.
I didn't think Moloch was down here.
That's Hannibal.
Well, Moloch doesn't also have a German accent.
Open
a door just as Hannibal.
Hello, it's me. Oh, man.
It's a German-speaking fishman.
Is that the one that's behind Lonely?
Oh yeah. One of these.
Just a crying Hannibal.
One of these says Burbalangs.
That doesn't sound good. I don't know.
The other one says black puddings.
Ooh, dessert.
It's just not that kind of pudding. Ash, no!
Hey,
Ash
no,
Ash is
stop.
to living things as Leah is to inanimate objects.
And
Shit, you right.
the last of these smaller doors says.
It's funny because it's true.
Where are you? It says. Oh, I have it here. Sorry, everyone. Losing everything.
The door says, "Where are you?"
It
in a
says,
German
"Where are
accent.
you? Where
Is that
are
an
you?"
animated door?
No.
This is not a rugged smothering.
It's we try to open the door, it won't open. Oh shit, this one's a mimic. It just says mimic above it. You try to open the door bites you. Ah shit, it impersonated the door again.
Fuck, where is it? Dire Troll.
Now that one, I'll be
Ash.
honest. What?
No.
What?
And the one that's still in the biggest central chamber is still like slamming into the walls. The chains are rattling and dust just keeps falling from the ceiling.
Guys, we better not keep.
Yeah,
this
let's deal
buddy
with this
waiting.
dragon. Before we leave, I am letting that Ankylosaurus out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Just give him space.
I put
Don't
my hand,
enter his threatened area.
put my hand on the door. I'll be back for you, buddy.
They got bad eyes. They got bad eyes, so you gotta give them a good space, or they
Yeah.
get alerted and jumpy.
And they're easy to flip.
Real quick. Okay, I'm gonna say Charlie in Draconic at the Chimera.
Meh.
Charlie
Is it a
the
good sound or a
Chimera.
bad sound? I can't tell.
Animal handling check.
That one. Hey, I thought it wasn't an animal.
It's not, but who cares? What
Well,
else do you roll? Insight.
I don't know. Insight? That's not better. I got an 8.
Sounds fine.
I just say in Draconic to the goat. Like I put my hand by the goat head and just say, "Bite me if you don't like Charlie." All right, Charlie the Chimera. I'm gonna take Charlie upstairs and I'm gonna show him the food and the buffet and everything, and I'll be right back down.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Yeah. Don't get yourself eaten.
This is a
right, I'm gonna-
full-grown chimera, by the way.
I'm just gonna sprint up the stairs.
It follows, just
with
it's 10-foot diameter tunnel, so it's kind of like getting stuck a little, but it like pulls its way through and immediately sees the body under the bed and just.
I'll be honest, I've never seen Ash that happy.
The three heads just like fight over.
Well, the goat head doesn't. It's just like. Bah.
Oh right, yeah.
Wait. There's more. There's more outside. Hank, come on.
Mm.
Bring that one with you.
Yeah, the dragon head starts dragging the corpse with it.
Flips the bed over to get under to the thing. All right, I'm just
Did
gonna
you
bring it
call it
upstairs
Hank?
and. What?
Oh, I thought you called it Hank.
Oh no, I said the dragon head. Anyway, I'll bring it upstairs and just like show it the arena full of corpses. All right, that one might be a little cold or spicy. I'm not really sure how frostworm meat
It
works.
just starts eating, like, it just dives into the corpse and starts eating and crawling through the corpse, eating all along the way.
All right, we kill lots of things. There's more like that where it came from, so stick around, and there'll be more if you just wait for us to come back.
All right. Those of you.
Going back downstairs.
Okay. Persuasion check again.
You're just gonna leave it unsupervised?
I said wait for us to come back. 19.
Okay. You make your way back downstairs. What is everybody doing?
I'm standing in front of the dragon door.
The dragon door.
Who I assume is a dragon door.
Mhm.
And I suppose I post up next to one of the bolts. We may have to synchronize.
There are 4 levers total to move the big 4 deadbolts. This door is 22 inches thick.
Okay.
Of solid
I'm gonna-
steel.
I'm gonna try to shout through and talk to the dragon.
No response again.
We're thinking about freeing you. If you don't kill us, we won't have any trouble.
Okay.
How does preparing an action work fully?
Guys.
You prepare an action that has a trigger to it.
I think we'll be fine. Well, at least until we open the door, because I mean, if it's like with all these other things, they're chained up, but we can
That's
talk to
fair.
it after we open the door.
I'd like to prepare an action.
Sure, what's that?
I'd like to prepare a casting of Hold Monster.
Okay.
And the trigger will be if the dragon attacks.
Sure, okay. So yeah, there's 4 of these levers that you can all connect on like near the door. There's that kind of have like little mechanisms that go through the walls and everything that you can't see that move the 4 deadbolts so the door can be opened.
I'm gonna post up next to one.
And post it next one.
Looking to Kisonk and Leah.
No.
If Leah can reach one, she'll
You can,
try.
yeah.
Okay.
Ash.
Yeah, I'm on my way. I'm back.
Oh wait, ready?
As will ever be.
You guys get your silver tongues ready.
I think that's Eclipse.
That's for sure Eclipse.
and
Neil and you.
you.
If you guys want to stay out here,
We can stand by just in case if things go sideways.
oh sure, yeah, as ever, lots of faith. I appreciate it.
Well, it is a dragon, perchance.
It's like our 3rd dragon we've fought if we end up fighting it.
What?
We got skills. Let's do it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, you all pull the levers and very Jurassic World-esque. This giant padlocked door just opens inwards. It's like slow, like a slow open. Just.
Draco, I'm home.
And as it opens up, the room is dark, like pitch black. You get it so it gets in so it whatever's inside cannot see. And in the dark, you see a pair of not glowing, but like big old orangish eyes, very reptilian, about 50 feet up, about 40 feet away, and just big chains rattling, and the chains you can hear from one side of the room to the other, and they're heavy, and they're moving like effortlessly with this creature's weight behind it. And it's a big creature. You can't see a shape, just these eyes.
Intraconic. Hello?
No response. Just a low snarl. And it's a rumbling snarl, so you can actually like feel it in your bones. What's Ash doing?
Just light.
Okay, as the light. What's the radius on that again?
Well, it's the light spell, so
Correct,
let me
cool.
double
I think
check
it's
that.
20 feet.
20 bright, 20 dim.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Just in the dimness, you see a scaly biped, 50 feet tall and 70 feet long. And when it's moving, it carries itself like a bird, leaning forward and then trying to use its lashing tail for balance. And it has this cavernous maw that just opens so wide that it's big enough to swallow even the largest of creatures you've seen. And it just stares down at you all. And as the light kind of brings it into focus, it's not a dragon. But it's big. It is orange, scaly flesh with a hard outer kind of like shell on the back with massive spikes. 2 big spikes on the front of its head and 2 hooked spikes under its chin. Long arms, muscular with 3 claws and 2 massive muscular legs. Looking at it, you'd think it'd be a dinosaur, but it's not.
Justin, is that what I think it is?
Did we see Bone? Did we have like spend a night at a tavern inside something that looks like
Yeah.
The tavern structure doesn't look anything like this.
Oh, okay.
Because the tavern structure was fake.
Yeah, but they told us that was a
I
Tarrasque,
understand, but
right?
so,
Yeah, but I mean,
no
like,
resemblance.
all we know.
No
Yeah.
resemblance. But I'm
What the heck is this thing?
I'm sending you all a picture of what it is, of what you're actually
Using
seeing.
her telepathy, Leah's just gonna like go like, "Hello."
Oh.
Doesn't respond.
Yep.
Guys,
Was it?
this thing.
It's not a dragon.
No.
Lashes around in the chains again.
Oh, this thing's really big.
I'm gonna try to say something in abyssal to it. Nothing.
No.
Anybody know what this is?
Ogden, make a history check.
It's not a dragon.
Okay, so I think I rolled a 21.
21. The legendary Tarrasque is possibly the most dreaded monster of the material plane. It is widely believed that only one of these creatures exists, though no one can predict where and when it will strike. It has a hunger so great that it can devour the populations of whole towns. The destructive potential of the Tarrasque is so vast that some cultures incorporate the monster into religious doctrine, weaving its sporadic appearance into stories of divine judgment and wrath. Legends tell how the Tarrasque slumbers in its secret lair beneath the earth, remaining in a dormant state for decades or centuries. When it awakens in answer to some inscrutable cosmic call, it rises from the depths to obliterate everything in its path. That is a Tarrasque, Mr. Ogden Boon.
So, what is it, Ogden?
And it's not the 5e Tarrasque either.
What?
It's not the 5e Tarrasque.
Oh.
It's a weakling.
worse.
Weakling.
Really is.
We should we need to back out of here very slowly. Together. Very
Should we
fast.
close the door?
But it's keeping its eyes on Leah.
We should.
And that gaping maw just closes and just looks at Leah.
Clocked that. I've clocked that.
Is it?
Leah, did you talk to it?
I said hello.
And
Did
it
it
stopped
say?
thrashing in its chains.
Let's get something else.
How long have you been here?
Doesn't respond.
Are you hurt?
It gestures its head towards the chains.
Leah, what did you say? What did it say?
I asked if it was hurt and looked at the chains, Eclipse.
The Tarrasque is a harbinger of cosmic horror. We should continue to go back as again, not intentionally trying to sprinkle guilt upon anyone's plate here, but last time we were around a cosmic horror, it was you, Leah, who had, again, I don't mean to specifically place blame here, but it seems that you kind of you fall headfirst into a lot of releasing of cosmic horrors. Again, not trying to specifically point the finger of blame, because it three come right back at you, but we should
Ogden, your history check was a 20 something, right?
21.
Okay. You would also have read stories, probably. The Tarrasque stories in this world generate mostly from this continent. And a long time ago, thousands of years ago, there was a battle where an army of Illithid rose up from the Underdark and started to wipe the continent, basically, convert as many people as possible. They even went to the capital. The reason Anundial City was built on the ruins of Golden on deals because the Tarask burst forth from the earth to, well, stop the Illithid threat from destroying the material plane, which is the Tarask's home. And once it does something like that, it goes back to slumbering. So that means it's awake for a reason. And it's most likely the same one.
It's Godzilla.
Leah's gonna take a step forward.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does it move at all?
No.
Be honest, also when Ogden said Yulia, I was very confused because I was like, who's Yulia?
Does Ogden share all that info with us?
Yeah, I would probably.
Okay.
Eclipse, can I have the key?
Everyone gather around. Gather around. I think Ash has the key.
I do. Can I ask one question really quick that may sound stupid?
No, everyone gather around. So last time, I'm taking a moment for education. It's always important. Last time, this Tarask, probably this one specifically, was released. He actually, it actually stopped an Illithid threat.
At the mention of Illithid threat and it turns to Ogden and just stares at him.
Oh God, you have humongous eyes.
Yeah, they're big.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
Just really have one question.
Yeah.
How in the hell did the jackass that ran this place get this thing down here?
Yeah, I was.
He
Ogden.
built it. The place was made of trees and like driftwood. That door is bigger than my house.
Give me just a straight intelligence roll.
Got you.
Because with your investigation and everything, I'll see if you might have picked up how this is possible.
So intelligence.
Yes, please.
Leah's gonna walk over to Ash and try to get the key while Ogden's.
Intelligence. All right, just a straight intelligence roll.
Actually, add investigation because that makes sense because you would have been investigating the entire time.
I mean, it was a nat 1, so it's gonna be.
Nat 1 doesn't always
10.
Nat 1 doesn't always mean a fail on ability checks.
It's 10.
10.
But yeah, it was a nat 1.
All right.
I'm gonna hazard a guess, which is that this was already down here, and he built the place on top of the cavern.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't
And
think.
then, and then when they say it, oh yeah, that makes sense because then you saw how everything was built, Ogden. That's
yeah. If you look at the materials around it, I think somebody failed upwards. Is what I think. I mean, there's no way. Okay, you guys saw that skybox. There's no way that old Stumblebum is hooked up with a contractor who can get him 6-inch glass. There's no.
That's true. That's true.
There's no way he lucked into this.
And it moves forward to 10 feet. It can do. It can reach. Just
guys, what are we gonna do about this?
Leah just puts her hand out towards Ash for the key.
I think we should. Talk with it a little more before we.
Can I make a sleight of hand check to hand Leah the key?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Can I watch?
Kill everything.
I just want to see if I can see Ash doing this.
Perception check.
I mean, sleight of hand check, yeah.
What'd you get for perception, Eclipse?
18.
Ash, what'd you get for sleight of hand?
13.
Yeah, you see him hand the key to Leah.
But I have it now.
You have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
I'm
a bit
just.
passive is 21 for me, so I'm like, we're just not discussing things now. We need to vote on this.
She wanted to hold the key. I don't know what she's just holding it.
Before we even think about releasing this thing, we need to discern what it wants first, right?
Yeah, I imagine that. I mean, think about what we're doing, all right? Like, outside of, helping Ogden and his family out, a bigger picture, we got Asmodeus knocking on the door. Now, here's the thing. If we let this thing go, there's no control in it. Who knows, it might just attack anything and everything. Much like all of the stuff that we're messing around with. Any points at his fucking crown? Any points at all of the artifacts
A spider kind of crawls out one of the holes where the crown's embedded in Moose's head.
Like, we're talking about dealing with things that we can't control, and we're gonna have to make peace with this or not deal with it at all. Like, are you guys alright with letting this thing go and having it gobble up the entire giant town nearby?
But it could also have awoken to destroy Marcin.
Where are you getting that?
Tarrasques don't, as Ogden said, they don't wake up for no reason. There's a reason this thing has come out of its hibernation.
Yeah, but I mean, it hasn't said anything. You're drawing lines. I'm not prepared to let entire villages of people get gobbled up by this thing just because we got a hunch,
If its end goal was to gobble up this village, I think it would have broken loose of its chains by now.
Why?
Also, Ogden, in your history check, you know that
Educated guess.
Tarrasques don't speak any languages.
I'm gonna, while they're talking, I want to kind of like lean over to Ogden and whispers, "Hey, Ogden, quick question. You are far more educated than I am. Would you be able to tell just by looking around here how long this thing has been in here?"
Yeah, I could take a look at this chamber. Use some
Yeah.
archaeological background skills that I have.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
There's something in here that I do have. All right, I'll give you an
But we don't have a dwarf in here. Look at the
And-
stones. Got them stone eyes.
investigation gets me a 24.
Special
I'm also, as I'm looking around, I am incredibly curious as to what Leah is saying.
Okay, so the stonework down here in this chamber specifically isn't super old. Definitely built around this thing, if it is as old as the legend says. And the chains are also just as old, only like 30 years. But looking at the ground and everything, the ground isn't any different. The ground looks like it's been dwelled on for a long time. Like indentations in the dirt and stuff.
Does it look like there's any signs that it's been fed since it's been down here?
No.
I have a proposal of an idea that may satisfy everybody.
If it's anything like how you dealt with the Chimera,
Well, I'm not going to befriend it and name it Charlie. It doesn't speak any languages.
All right,
what's your idea?
Okay, so I think you're both potentially right. Kisonk it has an excellent point that it could just devour and eat anything in its path, which it has a history of doing. And Eclipse has a point that it could be the savior of the material plane to fight back the infernal incursion that we're facing off, which it has a history of doing.
Godzilla.
Yeah, it's Godzilla. However, King of Monster Island. We just need to find an island full of monsters to rule over. That's what we need. Anyway.
There are some.
Please, Skull.
Right, well, it's gone now.
Only part of it.
However, I was just talking with Ogden over here, and looks like Ogden was saying that it's probably been here for like at least 30 years.
Well, the room's 30 years old.
Yeah, the room's like 30 years old. It's potentially been here for that long. There's no sign of it being fed. What if we leave it here consider. No, wait. We leave it here. Ogden puts a teleportation circle in here so we can come back. And in 7 months, if we're screwed on the incursion and Asmodeus is succeeding, we can just pop right back in here, let it go, and have a big ol' scary insurance policy.
Ogden, can I assume you're still like investigating the room a bit though?
But yeah,
When you get to the chains,
I'd get that close.
like the chains are far enough away from it, you don't have to
Right.
get close to it.
Yeah.
Those chains, based on the stories, there's no way chains like that would keep a Tarrasque in place.
So am I gleaning that it's staying in place for reasons?
Sure.
Like it's like, oh, these chains shouldn't be holding it?
Nah. Based on its just sheer size, yeah.
Going to step back very slowly, never taking my eyes
Okay.
off the Tarrasque.
Make yourself bigger. Make yourself bigger.
No. I'm making myself smaller and faster.
Less appetizing. I see.
Just a reedy little wizard backing away.
And your history check
with-
would also show that Tarrasques are generally really stupid, or the legend says it is really stupid, but it just looks at you as you back away, almost sensing what you just realized.
Ogden, what's
Yeah.
going on?
We should get out of here
Wait, why?
because those chains are mostly aesthetic.
Wait, so this guy can just get out of here whenever he wants?
That is a thing that you're saying.
Does that mean that we should take the chains off then, because that's a show of goodwill, and then it'll like us?
And it looks at Ash.
I mean, is there a chance that it's
big fella.
hungry for nightmare creatures?
Leah's just slowly walking over to
Okay.
one of the chains. And she's just like looking at it, just like
Mhm.
if it's doing anything, or if it's
No.
just looking at her.
Just looking.
Guys, we should probably warn people that this thing exists, right?
If we let it starts leaving, probably yeah. We should run ahead and be like, oh shite, there's a big giant monster coming and it might eat your village.
Yeah.
Leah's just gonna like look at it and kind of like speak to it in his head, just like, why are you so calm?
It looks at you. I messaged you.
Like, Leah's walking up to where one of the chains are,
Mm-hmm.
and just she kind of like puts a hand like on the arm, just kind of like a reassuring,
It's really like pebbly and rough.
Like,
But
kinda
immense
like-
heat behind it. Like, this creature's got a lot of blood running through it.
it's okay. And then she'll unlock that one
Okay.
and just kind of like
Goo, goo.
gently
As a
like,
chain just hits the ground, just
she kind of just looks over where the chain was to see if there's like any like wounds or anything there.
no.
Okay, she just wanted to like, okay.
How does it react to a chain being taken off?
Same, just still looking down at Leah.
He just kind of like looks up and just like smiles at it, and
Nice.
then just walking over to the other one
Okay.
and just undoes that one.
Okay.
I start just slowly backing everyone out if I can. I'm
Yep.
I'm backing myself out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stay like at the doorway to like, since I'm super speedy, just to keep an eye on Leah.
Yeah. Noose is out of there, but then he sticks his head back in like this and is looking.
Okay. You can just hear its deep breath. Like every time it breathes, it just shakes. Like
So-
everyone.
I'm still standing in the middle of the room, like in front of it, just
Okay.
looking up at it, kind of distracted.
Okay.
How many more chains are there? Is there only the 2?
The 2 really big ones around its legs.
I bet the
She'll-
chains are bigger than Leia.
She'll like slowly make her way up, just like, I'm being as gentle as I can.
I'm gonna stealth under this thing so I can be near Leah.
Stealth check.
Disadvantage. Okay.
Then she'll undo that lock.
What'd you get?
15 plus 18.
Yeah. All right, you undo the one of the ones.
43.
You undo one of the ones in the leg, and it just into the dirt. The chain.
That must feel so much better. And then she'll walk over to the other one.
The final one.
And then she just says, okay. She'll, as she is unlocking it, she's just like, just kind of like speaking to it in its mind.
Okay.
The furious tapping noises are making me nervous. This is a really bad idea, or it could be really good for us in the long run. And I don't know which is better.
And then she just, with the lock.
Okay. As you undo the last lock, where those locks were on the wrists and ankles, blue flares of like arcane sigils just flare and then disappear for a second, and the Tarask just kind of cracks its neck, lets out a bellowing roar, not a hostile one, just yeah, it's loud as fuck. I need Leah, Ash, and Eclipse to make. Actually, I need 3 of you to make Constitution saves. Just and it trembles the entire place, and like a brick falls from the ceiling and just.
Did you say everybody?
Just those in the room with it.
Is this against being frightened?
Nope.
Okay.
What'd Ash get? 4?
22.
22? You are not deafened.
I cannot roll a 4.
21.
You're not deafened.
18?
You're not deafened.
Okay.
And it just looks down at all of you. And the legends don't describe this, Mr. Boon. It says, "Thank you."
You're welcome.
Are there any of you friends of my friend?
Who is your friend?
Cronus.
Cronus.
Religion,
know a Cronus?
religion checks, everyone.
What? The Titan? Oh, man. I don't know shit.
24.
24? History for Ogden. If you have to go history.
History, that's 20. That's a 28.
Okay. Leah, you got high. Ogden succeeded. Ash, what'd you get?
2.
That's a fail. Keysonk.
21.
21. Eclipse, what'd you get? Sorry, I black blank.
Would proficiency count for the rogue feature of reliable talent?
No.
Okay. Then 3.
3? Okay. Leah and Keysonk.
That one plus 2.
Cronus was the god of time. Is the god of time. That's what you suss out essentially. Ogden with a history check. Cronus was a half elf at one point who I have the whole story that I'm going to pull up because I never got to reveal this stuff to even my home game players. Because fun fact, one of those home game players was this half elf
Oh.
who wanted to ascend to godhood. Anyways,
Was he a divination wizard?
no, I think this was before Divination was out. It's here somewhere. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, Ogden Boon. Cronus, also known as Cronus the Magnificent, which was the character's full name in our home game, is the god of time and is once a half-elf man who by some strange manipulation in time magic, he had been trained in, bent reality, and destroyed all versions of himself across reality, including being destroyed by himself by his reality bending incarnation. The incarnation was eventually imprisoned, but broke free and was split into a light half and an evil half. The evil half was destroyed, and the light half remains to ensure no one else would bend reality in time to the will again. So the light half of this individual ascended to become the god known as Cronus. He created his domain set within a massive palace which has been displaced between two moments in time, becoming impossible to travel to by mortals. From this palace, he founded an order of knights who can bend time slightly to their will to aid in keeping reality in check. These knights are called temporal wardens. That's what you get, Ogden. Yeah, so are you friends of Cronus? Where is he? He gave me this ability to speak.
Do we... So I know about Cronus, but he's a... Cronus?
Cronus, like the god of time, like, actually. Yeah.
Oh. Cronus. I know Cronus. Are you friends with Cronus the god?
No. There is a god named after my friend.
Yep, time god.
And in your history, that whole time god stuff happened after this Tarask did the damage that it did. He came down here when I was slumbering and thanked me for my help and gave me the ability to speak. He said I would awaken the next time this place was in peril.
Yeah, well, that's true. There's a floating cruciform sucking up souls and bodies. There's a deity named Asmodeus trying to really, he's trying to ruin the material plane, trying to rule it like he knows what for. So, yeah, I'd say we're trying to help maintain the material plane, which I think your friend would appreciate.
So you are friends.
I'd say firmly we are friends of anyone protecting. Excuse me, as a burp right in the middle of the scene.
But
Trying to protect the material plane. Excuse me. I had a late lunch.
I haven't.
Rabbit, he was the late lunch.
I don't remember eating.
What would you like to eat?
Meat.
We got a lot of hobgoblins upstairs.
Charlie would probably be willing to share the worm.
Fast worm.
Works for me. After I have fed, I will go back to sleep until the threat is at its most dire.
That works for us.
How do you know? Do you want a heads up? I mean, I can beam it to you.
I will awaken when it happens.
Okay. Saves me a spell slot. Oh,
A single spell slot on a single day somewhere in the future.
Yeah, you get a sense that this Cronus person cast Awaken somehow on this Tarask.
Oh.
Did Cronus give you a name?
Yes.
Was it Terry?
No.
The Tarask.
Harry the Tarask and Charlie the Chimera. They could be buddies.
I don't sense him on this world anymore. As my new friends, would you like to name me?
All hands for. I mean,
I don't like Terry the Tarask.
Damn it.
What about the long form? Terrence.
What about
Tiffany?
Oh,
I
Tarantula.
have no gender.
It's a gender neutral name.
Tarantula.
Tangerine.
What
Yeah.
about Titan?
How about Tanjore?
What about Lil Drippy?
Snowflake Dylan the Third.
I like.
Gwimwalk.
Terminus.
I like.
Terminator.
I like Terminus.
What about
Right. Terminus the Turesque. It is.
I will aid when the threat looms. It's most dire. Thank you for releasing me.
You're welcome.
The one who shackled me. Where are they?
I believe he was disemboweled an hour or so ago.
Good.
I mean, I think I wasn't aware he was in control of such sinister magics.
I mean, he did have this key on him.
Didn't bind me.
Can you describe who did?
People who worked for him. Hobgoblins.
Well, you can feel free to feast on their corpses, because they are all just about dead now.
I just ask you leave my whereabouts a secret many people judge, and I would like to live.
What do you want? To live.
We can certainly accommodate that.
There is a way. I heard speakings during my slumber that a building rests upon this place.
More or less, yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Burn it. The
Yeah,
forest
usually
itself will contain the flames. The ancient guardian that dwells in the forest and I have a bond.
Will it contain the giant mushroom of smoke that will erupt from the burning of the Colosseum?
That'll be fine.
Yes.
'Cause
There is
that-
powerful magic at play in this forest.
All right, you probably know more about it than we do. I will take your word for it.
Terminus
Did have a
probably knows his
wonderful
shit.
magic mushroom from there.
Yeah, what's up?
Question, Terminus.
Yes.
We light this thing on fire. What about all these other guys in this menagerie?
You can free the ones that mean this place no harm. But the forest guardian can contain all of them here in the forest.
Would it have contained, say, a giant worm?
Oh, we killed it. It's fine.
There
know, I'm just wondering-
was a giant worm contained in this forest. There's a balance. The creatures of this forest cannot leave the forest unless given permission.
So, let's say these giants need some wood. They chop down some trees in the forest, and
They do not come for these trees. The forest guardian would kill them.
Yeah, there's no Princess Mononoke thing going on here.
Princess Hugh? I don't know that dynasty.
I imagine you would have seen the guardian traveling through the forest. It likes to keep the paths clear.
Oh,
Oh, the slithery Jumanji vines.
Yes, the vines.
I think we're gonna just free the dinosaur, and that's about it. I think everything else means to do us harm.
Most
Look,
likely.
I thought of a name for the dinosaur. Anton.
What dinosaur? Oh, that dinosaur.
Anton the Ankylosaurus.
I
Amazing.
Sleep now.
Do you want us to bring you food?
Oh, he's got it.
Yes.
I think he's got it. We've got. I mean, right? You can probably swoop up there and scoop in some food faster than we can drag it
If
down.
I moved up there, I would collapse this entire place.
That's
I
fair.
only choose to once I need to leave. And then I will find another place to slumber until the
Well-
next threat arises.
Well, then
Well-
fair. Leo was right. We should.
Yeah, guys, looks like we know what we're doing with the rest of our day. Time to peel the skin, scrape the fat, eat the meat.
Alright, so, Terminus kind of just lays down on the ground. For the first time, he can sleep in slumber, not stand in slumber. And just stretches out and on the ground. And goes, bring me food, please.
Will do, buddy.
And
Will do.
as you all make your way back up, freeing the Ankylosaurus, it kind of just...
Anton.
And it kind of just pushes past all of you and starts going up the stairs by itself, leaving on its own volition, getting the fuck out of here. As you all kind of rise the stairs back to the arena. It's a mess. Corpses are you see half of a pair of legs fall from the sky and just... and then...
Charlie!
and then... meh.
Morbid.
And then the Chimera just lands in front of that.
Yeah. Keith
Good
goes,
boy.
oh, go ahead.
Good boy, boys.
Oh yeah.
Boys. Good boys, Charlie.
Three pairs.
Interesting. I'm gonna move back and use my hand, scratch behind all of the ears.
Meh.
All right, and Draconic. All right, Charlie. Wait.
The lion head of Charlie look like this. Oh, it doesn't look like Pudgy Lion?
When we
More like emaciated lion.
Oh.
oh, does he look like he ate plenty?
Oh yeah.
All right. I'll tell Charlie to burn the place down when we're ready. Well, or start helping. We can all burn it down, but several of you can anyway.
I'm fast, but I'm not that fast.
There's a
And
big,
and
long
Keith,
reptilian tongue coming up the stairs and out of that room you were in, and it just wraps around the corpse of the worm and just starts pulling it down those stairs.
oh,
We learned a lot of things about Terminus today, and that might be the most horrifying.
Yep.
Whatever Keysong wanted to do to the worm, you can do before it gets taken down.
oh, he had the wrong thought in his head. He thought we were just gonna take the rest of the day and just butcher the whole place and bring it in little plates to this thing.
Nope, just...
Okay. Oh, okay. He doesn't need it.
And that demolishes most of that side of the arena as it just gets down into
Well,
the...
should we give him an hour and then stop burning it? See if he wants anything else, or unless he likes barbecue.
Yeah, no. If he goes right,
Right.
It'll slow his metabolism.
Oh, yeah.
Too much before
Yeah.
you get that.
Yeah, it's that protein in the frostworm that just makes you want to take a real nice nap.
And
You
peanut
notice
butter sandwich.
Yeah.
passive investigation, everyone.
20.
20.
Oh wait.
10.
24 is my
Yeah.
passive investigation.
Those of you that have above a 15, you see built into the stands are hundreds upon hundreds of barrels of acrid. You get the sense of this place when shit's up, blow it up.
And that dude did a fireball on top of us?
You get the sense the guards didn't know.
What a psycho. Oh, okay.
Well, their leader was dead by that point.
But also, the Tarrasque down there would be perfectly fine if this whole place just went.
Yeah.
It's a Tarrasque.
All right. So
Hobgoblins thought it was a dragon.
So how do we? It's not a matter of if we can destroy this place. It's a matter of how.
Yeah. That stuff right there. I mean, we don't.
How far, Neola? How far away can you nail a target with an arrow? 240, right?
She also has a gun.
Oh.
I also have a gun. It's not as big as yours, but I have one too. It's fine.
I mean, if you both have guns, it's bonding.
Really comparing.
I'm gonna look to Neola, just like, look back to Ogden.
Latimer's like, is this what it's always like when you travel?
I mean,
I can also breathe fire, Ogden. I know you didn't see it, but I can also breathe fire.
Oh, that's really cool. I mean, there are fewer insufferable grumps when we're here. Let's all get some distance and shoot shit at these stands. Anybody got a bottle rocket? We can just shoot it at like a puddle of gas. Like anybody?
All your friends.
I've got one bullet lit. Yeah.
I can stand 120 feet and hit it.
Yeah, I've got.
And the blast radius of I'm trying to remember from the boat. Who would know? The blast radius of Acrid is multiplied with every barrel.
Yeah, might need to set a timer on this thing.
Wait, I've got an idea. Okay, here's the thing. I tried to convince Charlie to let me ride on his back. I take one barrel, we fly up super high in the air, and then I just drop it.
That's probably a better plan than shooting it from who knows how far.
Okay, well, yeah, let's do it.
If you think you can white him. I mean,
start thinking of a plan B. I'll go see if he'll.
That said,
I'll go see if he's down.
Ogden, in your studies, did you ever learn of a spell to protect your friends?
I learned a skill that would protect my mother.
I hope so. What was it?
Oh boy, I don't need to share my skills with you, but to protect my friends, we can teleport somewhere, or why don't we just do this? Easy. I have the easiest solution in the world right now.
Do you know Tiny Hut?
I do have Tiny Hut, but I have a really great solution that we won't even need Tiny Hut for.
I can also put your friends in invulnerable spheres.
Well, this all sounds very well and good, but what we could do, we'd light a candle and just let it burn down to the acrid. That could give us...
Oh, that's good.
We could just walk away.
Start walking away.
Oh, you and that Ogden. Oh, man.
There's a reason Ogden is the smartest member of this party.
It's not just a hat rack, Dad.
But Ash's plan is so much fun.
Oh,
Ash is still back there trying to convince Charlie to let him ride him.
Ogden's plan is plan B.
Yeah.
You gave him a lot of food. He looks willing.
I like...
barrels of acrid are there around just surveying?
Probably 1,000 or more.
We better get out of it.
Yeah,
this seems like it'll.
Latimer sees like Ash and the Chimera. He's like, yep. And your tiny hut spell would protect us from the blast.
Yeah, but do we even have to be here?
I mean, we're not going to get away from that blast radius.
We're not?
Probably not.
Are we going to create a nuclear winter?
Well, the Terminus said that the forest would protect it from the blast. Yeah. So hey, we might be fine.
Just hide in the forest.
It's a good idea.
Right, so why don't you do that, and the rest of us will have fun watching this blast.
Well, wait, I mean, tiny hut you can see through, so.
I guess.
While they're bickering, Ash, what are you doing?
I'm just climbing slowly onto Charlie's back, just like.
The goat head's like trying to pull somewhere else. The other two heads are like just, whatever. And the goat head's like. Eating grass in the dirt.
Which head's in the middle?
Lion.
I'm going to use
Okay.
my last bardic inspiration to inspire Ash for his next check to
Okay.
ride this thing.
I'm gonna like just grab a hold of the mane, see if that's an acceptable handhold. Okay, all right. Between the two heads.
Okay.
All right. Charlie, yip yip.
Natural 20. Sweet. It just rockets up into the air 60 feet. Just.
Point of order, everyone. While I make this tiny hut here, because everyone seems to be wanting to be in the observation bubble. Or what?
I don't want to.
I mean, I guess here we are. We're here for the fireworks. How are we going to pick back up
roll
with
damage
Ash?
for this because I have to if it happens. You guys just see Ash 60 feet up in the air. The thing keeps going. 60 feet, another 60 feet, another
This
60
is amazing.
feet. Because there's no reins or saddle, just give me a dexterity check.
Oh boy.
You were
Or
inspired.
or strength to hold on.
Oh, I'm going strength. Yeah, I'm just gonna clench the thighs.
Natural 1.
Crush that watermelon.
all thigh strength all the time.
So 60, 120.
Every day is
You're
like
currently
a-
like 180 feet in the air.
It's a 17 strength check.
Okay. You're still holding on.
I'm on top of the world.
You guys can't hear Ash anymore. He's like in
No.
the. He goes like.
So I guess Ash will just find another place to hide from the the blast do.
Ash, as you're flying up, the goat did bite onto something. A barrel of acrid in its mouth.
I'll just take that. I'll be taking that. Don't eat that. Don't eat that, Charlie. Don't eat that.
Meh.
I'm gonna reach in my pack and see if I think I have. Do I have rations? Do I have anything edible?
Each barrel does 40d6. There are 1,000 barrels.
Oh God.
40,000.
That's 40,000 d6.
40. I just want to see.
Can't do that
Can
many.
you sort these into kilotons?
I can't do it. I can't roll that many dice digitally.
You can do 40d6 times 1,000 and like just multiply the.
How about I do
40d6?
400 d6 multiply by 10? Or
There you
whatever.
go.
100.
Anyways, holy fuck. Okay, so yeah, you pull acrid barrel out of Terry's mouth, and he's just like, meh, like a dejected,
Charlie.
just meh, Charlie. Goat mouth, just a dejected meh.
Don't worry. You just ate. I hope they like message me or something. Let me know when to drop this.
Can Ash, through shouting, can Ash hear us?
Perception check. The real
For
high
Ash?
DC. Yeah, for Ash.
21.
Yeah.
Then when we're ready, Eclipse is gonna just step out and in her best Landho shouting voice is gonna say, "Drop it!" and duck back into the tiny hut.
Okay, Latimer's in there, Neela's in there, Eston's in there. How many creatures can be in a tiny hut? There is a limit.
10, I think.
Keysunk, Leah, Eclipse, Ogden, Latimer, Neola, Eston. That's 7. Cool.
Yeah, so I imagine that especially with Charlie being large, he probably wouldn't fit very well.
Large creature, yeah. Anything, I think if a large creature goes there, something happens, and it's like... Anyways. They should.
All right, Charlie, stay nice and high for this one.
Goes up another 120 feet.
Whoa! As he does, I just let go.
Okay.
It's like trying to think of something momentous to say. I just like accidentally let go as he flies.
You
up
see
higher
the
and
barrel
hang
just
on.
disappear into the mist layer. Just... And then you don't see it anymore.
Oh, that's gonna be really cool looking.
Those of you in the tiny hut don't see anything, and then a little speck starts to... And it hits in the center of the arena. And then it explodes, and then there's just a blossoming purple mushroom cloud that just... Ash, the mist gets incinerated about you're about 50 feet out of the blast radius.
Woo!
So just and the mist gets incinerated. Pieces of debris just dexterity saving throw. See if you can dodge a piece of debris.
Ash gets a suntan, that's for sure.
Ash does get burned a little bit. Yeah.
Seared, little singed.
Lee is just holding on to Keysong like, oh my god.
13.
Okay, you take 7 points of fire damage as a piece of debris just off your head. And those of you in the tiny hut, you just see a and then like that big like shockwave hits the tiny hut, and debris pings off the hut, just ping, body parts that have been that are just like incinerating as they bounce off. Just
Meanwhile, in the background, we're hearing dun, 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 just
and
beanbags.
And just for any creatures that were in that blast radius, the Tarask possibly as well took times 10, 13,530 fire damage.
I can survive that. I'd be fine.
I'm making tea.
I also rolled it in the chat, Justin. I wanted a website.
13,900, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you guys, as the smoke clears, the blast radius got to as far as the tiny hut, and you see these massive vines just burst out of the ground and block that blast. And the vines hang in the air a little bit, like they're looking around to see who made that explosion. And then they just back into the earth. And the forest is unscathed. The arena is just dust. Burning dust. No corpses remain. And you can hear underneath the ground just chomp, chomp, chomp.
Bones cracking.
And that's where we're going to take a break. We'll be back here in a few minutes, everyone. Hello, everyone. So, having spoken to Terminus the Charask and learned that, yeah, they will reawaken when the threat to the material plane looms larger. For now, they will feast on this body of the purple worm, the frost worm you all slew, and go back to sleep until that time happens. In 8 months. So, you're standing in the ruins of the now definitely destroyed Brigade of Blood base in the middle of the Forlorn Forest. Latimer just goes, well, it works. Neola just whistles, just, whew.
This is how we do.
And Charlie just eventually just back onto the ground in front of the tiny hut.
Hey, so, Latimer. How'd you get captured?
I came out this way under rumors of fiendish incursions.
You find them?
Pardon?
You find them?
I did.
What happened?
I killed them, and I was bringing the evidence back to the Queen, and I was captured.
What kind of fiends were they?
I don't fucking know. I don't know fiends that well.
All right, describe them.
I studied giants. One was very captivating to look at. She tried to draw me in and enthrall me, but my son and I aren't so easily charmed. So I feigned interest, beheaded her, and then
There's only one Marion Boon.
the other looked like this bluish white centipede with a trident. Kind of had the head of a praying mantis. I think they're called ice devils.
You do know some things. Look at you go.
Anyways, yeah. That's how. Caught off guard.
How about you? And he'll look at Ogden's sister.
I came looking for my father because I didn't know if Ogden was showing up with his friends. So I took matters into my own hand, and I'm not as careful as I thought I was.
Oh, was it like some type of trap in the forest? What happened?
No, about 30 or so hobgoblins and their leader came out on the path, said I looked delicious, and knocked me unconscious, and I woke up in the cell with my father.
Ooh, that's rough.
Well, Neola, everybody makes mistakes, and I'm gonna
Everybody
look
has
to.
those days.
I'm gonna look to. I'm gonna look to Latimer and just mouth, not you.
He just shrugs. So, where are you off to next? I have to obviously go tell the Queen about this. See if these fiendish incursions have developed, but from the conversation I overheard from you all, they most certainly have. And see if we can reunite the continents again. See if we can broker that alliance once more. Moreau, does he still rule Ipshire?
Moreau?
King Moreau, Private Island.
Oh, we killed him so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, why would you kill royalty?
Oh, well, he was, well, first of all, I do what I want. Second of all, because he was he a Rakshasa? No, he was the drow in disguise, right? Or is he a Rakshasa disguised as a drow disguised as a king?
Monroe Quickson, the white dragonborn?
I believe.
Woman?
No.
Moreau.
Moreau, the king.
The king.
Remember the island where Eclipse was captured? It's where we
Yeah,
met
right.
Ogden.
Yeah.
Right
Where
before
you
you
met
met,
Ogden.
Yeah.
where you met
Yeah.
me.
I think he was also charmed by Velikesh.
Or was that Vel? No, I think that was Velikesh.
Was it?
Yeah, no,
It's-
remember it was
yeah.
someone pulled some kind of magic bullshit and like charmed him or something, and he like it was like 2 layers. It was like he was the king, and then he was the drow, and then he was Velikesh.
So Moreau
Okay.
is dead then, because Moreau was definitely
Yeah,
not any of
he's
those
been dead
things.
for like 3 years at least.
Oh yeah.
Well, who?
Yeah.
Well, because we have to get all the other seats of power on the other continents. The next up in line in terms of power and wealth then on the continent is the Monstrosities. How are they? Are they around?
You're
How's it
looking at
going,
one.
pal?
Which one are you?
Well, I go by
The
Ash
best
now,
one.
but yeah, you're not wrong. Well, my sisters
Yeah.
are pretty great, but
Yeah,
my dad
yeah.
sucks.
How's she
Do
doing?
you
Have you seen
have-
her lately, Ash?
You
do
have
you
to
have any?
find them.
Do you have any
Right.
living siblings? I assume, looking at you, you're the youngest.
Just my sisters. Yeah. We don't know
Well,
where they are though.
The oldest one would come into power. If they can't be found, the next family in power on Ipshire would have been the Bellwinds, and no one trusts the Bellwinds.
Oh, they're dead too. We just killed
They're
them.
super dead. Yeah,
What
we
is
killed
with
them like
you and
a
killing
few-
nobles? Why'd you kill the
Well, they were
Bellwinds?
vampires actually,
Oh,
and
They're
they were.
rich.
I didn't know they were vampires. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
don't
We
ex-
dealt with them.
We don't
Well-
accept no bull.
with the Bellwinds dead,
Hey, so what you did there. I like that, and I was proud of you.
did, did anyone get left in charge?
Oh yeah, we have our lawyer
yeah.
friend.
Yeah, our friend Henry.
Did he take over the estate?
Oh no, we also had this guy named Kelwin Belwin.
No, he's not a Bellwind. He's just made by
No.
he was made the vampire by the
Yeah.
Bellwinds.
Just Kelwin.
Anyway, he's
But,
a
I
vampire
mean,
ish.
Henry's kind of the mayor of Cala de Cuervos now.
If he's
Yeah.
leading Cala de Cuervos next to the Monstrosities, if they can't be found, he is...
I'm right here.
Well,
Of how both
your
of
sisters would
Sam's
be next in line.
PCs
They are the oldest. Then.
are like to rule.
But
I mean,
if all else fails and we cannot contact the Monstrosities and nobody trusts this one, the next in line would be your
Hey, I
lawyer
trust
friend
Ash.
who
I would
has
trust Ash with my
taken
life.
over the duties.
Just saying.
Wait.
Yes,
Hold
I
on.
said
Hold
it.
the phone.
I
No,
said it.
No, I'm coming back to that, but no, wait. Did he just say that in the absence of my family taking the throne, Henry is the king?
Wait, what?
Wouldn't be the king. He'd be overseeing.
He'd be like the president.
There isn't supposed to be
Maybe the
more-
governor-
Prime Minister?
Governing body. Of
Silence. There isn't supposed to be more than one royal member. The whole point of this treaty is to get all 4 continents again under the same banner.
King
To unite
of
against
Tennis.
this incursion. And I have a suspicion, the way you talked about signing your soul over, you might be responsible for this incursion, slightly.
No,
I'm-
we're the ones trying to stop it, thank you very much.
Yeah, but I don't know how to tell you this, but we're a bunch of pirates.
Oh, well then don't tell anyone, because with that knowledge, I could have you executed.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You and
Would
what
you
army?
even do it?
yeah.
Well, I'm not attached to any of you aside from my son, so...
I mean,
Oh,
Realize
is your head
that-
attached to your body? Because I can fix that before we send
all
you
right,
back.
okay. Let me. I hate to put my foot between these 2 cats here, but listen. All right, consider it a fair trade. We do what we do, and you do what you do, and we saved your life.
Of course, I'm not going to
So
tell the queen you're pirates.
All right, okay. Well, also we're not good pirates. I mean, we're not
I can
good
tell by
pirates.
the way you act, and yeah. You also don't look wealthy, so there's that.
I mean, really, it's
Actually,
all
we have a ton of money held with our banking manager back on the ship.
If he was a true pirate,
Pulls out
he'd...
the bag of holding and then dumps another 1,000 gold onto the ground, and it's just like,
Stop, do it. We have to pick that up.
I'll pick it up. It's fine. Just look at him.
1,000.
And he's looking him right in the eyes.
reckless. But yes, if like it was before, the other continents, before the conflict, were united under one banner, shared resources and everything and the such. After the conflict, they split. If we could just at least get a treaty again for the continents to not be antagonistic towards one another again, things could go smoothly and we could actually talk to the other continents and devise a plan about this fiendish incursion. Do any of you have any more information? When is it supposed to happen? When is the end date?
7.5 months, bud.
That's not a lot of time to organize the other continents.
No, but we have a Tarask who's our friend now, so...
Right, that... I'm sure Asmodeus...
Ogden, babe, you were trying to say something?
That. This is all walking and talking, by the way, through the forest.
Mhm.
I can't hear you, Cave.
Walk and talk.
Oh, there you go.
Walk and talk, for sure.
Yes, you might want to pick up your coins that you just dropped.
Mage hand helps him pick up.
Mhm.
Scoot.
You get some mud in the bag, too, just to get everything.
It's fine.
It'll sort
We
itself
can just think about the mud and we can pull it out.
So,
Oh, yeah,
if,
just think about mud and it'll just pull them.
yeah, so if your friend here isn't mature enough, that would default to the one who took over the Belwyn estate.
Who's not
Great.
mature enough?
King Lofferton.
He wouldn't be king.
Well-
That's not any of this works.
Prime
I mean-
Minister Lofferton.
He'd
I
be
mean,
more
when
like
I got the last pirate queen, I became the queen.
That's true. You are the pirate queen.
pirates are
technically then
illegal.
I died.
wouldn't flaunt that around here. Pirates Sea is illegal on this continent.
Let's
no
all
one's
just
listening.
not-
We heard you the first time.
Let's all just turn the nozzle down. I feel like I'm 7 again, and we just left the supermarket without any food because everyone was fighting. It happened again.
I want Autopops!
Is
Surely
everyone-
everyone couldn't be kung fu fighting.
I mean, everybody was. Everybody. I mean, some people were doing wushu. They had objects in their hands. So the point I'm trying to make here is that you have several governing entities that we're on first name basis with, and we
Well,
currently have one in our
several.
party. Two. Well, I mean, we've got a.
That actually reminds me. Mr. Stay at Home. Did you ever meet with the Pharaoh?
Oh yeah, he killed me.
What? No.
It was very
the,
exciting.
the Pharaoh in Stone Sun. They killed you?
Oh no, not the Stone Sun Pharaoh.
The mummified version of him, yeah.
Yeah,
The Pharaoh isn't mummified. The one who rules
Prince
over
Amin.
Silgar currently.
I've never met with the Pharaoh. I've seen him come by the archaeological museum.
Mm.
I've seen him come by the museum.
I'm gonna have to get Traxagor to send so many messages. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Who's Traxagor?
One of the council.
Which council?
The Queen's Council.
Mhm.
Which queen?
The queen on this island of.
The Queen of this continent.
I know. I was just trying to annoy your dad.
Oh.
Anyways, just in case I need to get in touch with certain individuals with Traxagor, what is the name of this individual on Caladan Cuervos who took over the Belwyn estate?
Henry Lofferton Esquire.
Esquire's a title. I don't need that part, but thank you.
I mean, I feel like you seem so exhausted.
I am
He's
extremely
owed
exhausted.
the respect.
I felt
he
fine.
earned his law
I
degree.
felt
He
fine
deserves the
today.
title.
And then
Doesn't he look tired?
talking to you all just makes me very exhausted.
You felt fine today while you were in shackles? Listen,
I've been in worse situations.
Have you?
I
Name one.
fought in a giant
okay.
in a war with giants.
All right. So everyone who is really hitting me right in the neck with it. Right in the neck. Everybody's like, "Oh, what about your dad? Oh, your dad's not going to be okay. Do we need to go save him? Oh, do you see? Do you see?
Ogden,
Do you see?
just relax.
Oh, who's upset? Who's upset?
Ogden,
Who's not
Ogden,
relaxed?
Ogden, it's
I'm
all right.
Mr.
All right.
Monsoza,
Fine.
I will try to reach out to your siblings that survive. What are their names? I assume you like to be paid for knowledge. And he flicks something at your forehead.
I was ignoring you because you didn't use the correct name.
It's a
Now you're
platinum.
gonna be
It's a platinum piece.
Is this the platinum piece? But Dick, that's regifting.
It doesn't have his name carved into it.
Oh, it's a different. Where were you keeping this?
In my clothes that I retrieved from that place before you blew it up.
All right. Okay, I'll pick it up. As long as it's not anus platinum.
What do you like to be? What's your preferred name then?
Ash, I told you already.
Ash.
Captain Ash.
What are the names of your
metal.
siblings?
His ass.
If they're living,
You beat me to it.
I will reach out to them, and if I get a response, they speak for all of Ipshire.
All right, let me remember what my siblings' names are real quick.
Anna and Catherine.
That's it.
You don't even need to ask. You already
Ideally,
know.
the oldest.
Oh shit.
Because I don't remember that part either.
All right, well, I was pulling up the notes I have, but then I stopped, but then I...
Ogden's dad just took him out. Just
I missed it when
What happened over there?
I
He
think
dropped
Ogden might
something.
have. I think Ogden might have dropped the tea that he was like
Oh.
stirring around.
Okay. I just heard, just in the very background. Oh shit! And then just video cuts. Katrin is the second oldest sibling after Wolfgang, who is dead as a doornail, and she's the one that has the mind for business in the family. Probably a better choice than me, who's currently. Am I still riding Charlie?
Yeah.
Just on his back as we're just like walking down the road.
All right, and if I can't reach
Why
either,
would
either
it
of them, I will contact this Mr. Lofferton.
Anna, you should probably, even if you get in touch with Catherine, you should still try and find Anna because she kills people with her brain and also other people, and by that I mean she is a tactical genius.
So she actually might be the better choice, but
I bet you can work together.
oldest
She can be
child
Catherine's
first.
general.
I actually have an idea. The Scarlet Banner, you said Moreau was dead, right?
Yeah.
What about the leader of the Scarlet Banner?
Did we kill that? Did we kill that asshole too?
I think so.
You did, but not the mage. The mage teleported away.
We did, but not the mage. The mage teleported away.
But
Interesting.
didn't we? We heard about or saw the mage at some point.
Yeah, and you guys ignored him.
Huh?
Yeah, you saw him. He was at Solspitza, boarding a
Yeah, I
ship to
think we
sail away.
had. Yeah, we had other things.
Yeah, he was sailing away
going
from
on.
Solspitza. Interesting. It could be interesting to take out the leaders and put your tactical sibling in charge of the Scarlet Banner.
Could be fun.
Interesting. And I can reach out to the leader of Vesselfire. I'm not much for dealing with vampires, but I'm sure I can figure something out. Campaign 1 reference. And then, Dragon's Beard. And the rest should be easy. Any questions before I leave? This is where I leave you.
Yeah, just one. Apologize to your son, please. That's all I ask.
I
He
actually
deserves
have
it
a
at the very
question.
least.
I have a question.
I'll talk to Ogden privately after this conversation. Yes?
Why do we have Marion Boon?
You guys, this is.
I don't know you well enough to answer that.
I mean, you asked if I had questions, and I spent a very decent amount of time with that lovely goddess. And
The little man's just asking about his
I'll
mother.
tell Ogden because Ogden is family privately. If he chooses to share that with all of you, that is fine with me.
Kisong's family too. He's Marion's son.
And he's not mine.
Right.
Well,
I'm fine with that.
I just have one question. A dickhead said what?
What?
Let's go, Charlie.
Ogden, can I speak to you over here privately, please?
Or, yes, imagine actually that Charlie does like a loop de loop, like a victory loop.
Okay.
Whoosh! Ash is used to hanging out of his thighs, though, so when he does it, so he just goes, woof! Ash just falls at the top of the loop and just lands on his head, and Charlie lands on top of him. Fuck, we need to work on that!
The goat just like bites you, just
Pulling at his hair.
But yeah, Latimer's like, Ogden, can I speak to you over here, please, before Neola and I leave?
Oh, you guys are going together. Good.
I'm sorry, I have to.
Don't apologize to me. No.
Okay.
Get it?
Is she still sick?
She was given more time by moving to the Feywild. Did you ever receive that message, Neola? I had someone was supposed to send you a message.
Sorry, I forgot.
Oh no worries.
How'd she get there?
I mean, hey, we live our lives. We just, life doesn't start and stop at your convenience.
I understand.
I know you'd rather have it start and stop at your convenience, but it doesn't. So
is she safe? Is really all I'm trying to
doing better.
Figure out. Yes.
She is in a place where she will be safe. Where she actually has a whole score of people who treat her the way she should be treated, and she finally gets the adventure she always wanted.
Do you remember what I told you why I was leaving?
I did not want to commit that to memory. I've got a great memory.
Understandable.
I very much did not want to bog down my brain.
I understand. I had your mother make a promise to me when I left. I don't know why. The whole reason I came this way, the whole reason I embroiled myself into this political nonsense, was to get leverage and knowledge over the people who made your mother sick.
I mean, you can't reverse the ravages of time.
No. And I figured it'd be easier if I burned some bridges when I left. I don't know. It brought me to that conclusion, but I thought it would help make things easier for me as well.
I mean, you were never super great at being supportive. I mean, I started studying giants because when you were awoken as a giant slayer, and I just wanted to bond with you, and you wouldn't have any of that. You thought I because I wasn't awakened as a warrior, that it was I wasn't worth the time. That's what you made me feel like.
Well,
how I felt.
You did a very good job back there. And
you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry. And I know that doesn't make up for everything. But I just wanted to say it, and I've wanted to say it for a long time. I think your sister being with me has been very good for me. I would like to listen to your exploits sometime, if you will allow it. If not, that is fine as well.
Well, you can start by buying a copy of the book that I am writing. It'll be expensive and no discounts, because that's not how you get paid.
Good. Also, he reaches into his robes, pulls out this little box. I'm sorry for what I said. You seem quite adept at fighting, and that performance with the worm punching out of it. Rare, not a normal tactic, but interesting, unique, and impressive. I was going to give you this if you did what I wanted, and that's my father. I didn't follow my father's path, so I don't know why I expected you to follow in mine. Have you been all right on your travels, at least?
I've been fine.
You mentioned that you died.
Yep, twice. I died. I died in a curse, and I got choke slammed by Prince Amin. You'll read about it in the book.
You went to his pyramid.
Oh yeah, no, it no longer exists. You haven't been home in a while, huh? There's grass in the Great Desert.
I should go back.
Yeah, there's thick green grass in the Great Deserts now. I mean, it's still a desert climate. There's still a shitload of sand, but there's some grass that pokes out now.
Maybe I'll go back when this is all over with.
I mean, you got to communicate with the Pharaoh, unless you're trying to tell us we got to do that.
No.
My friend I took a detour to come save you.
I understand.
No, you shouldn't don't feel bad. Make it work. Earn it. Tell the queen, let's get this thing going. We've got 7.5 months.
And he's like, anyway, my father gave me this, and I was debating what to do with it for the longest time. Part of me wanted to just throw it away. And you've always liked using your mother's name over mine, and that is understandable. So I've done some modifications to it, just in the chance I would see you again. He hands you the box.
I just hold it in my hand.
Okay.
Not looking at it.
Okay.
Not looking at it at all. Just looking at him.
And he holds out a hand.
He's holding out a hand to me
for a handshake. I don't know what to do next.
Let's save the world, and then we'll talk.
All right. He kind of leans in, real close, like a kind of like a secret conversation. It's been kind of loud enough that some of you can actually kind of hear what they're saying. And Latimer leans in Ogden and says, "That Eclipse used to seem close."
Yeah, you know what? That sort of thing is an A and B conversation that you can see your ass right out of.
He goes, "Respectful."
And then also really resisting the urge to like look at Neola and be like, wink.
And
Like much like a I give her in that sibling code that you grow up with where you like
oh yeah,
the look like a when you notice your parents just look half a thing away and you can look at a sibling and like go, but like quick, just real quick, and then back. That thing you can do when you're getting yelled at or there's something serious going on and a parent just goes to the side and you look at the sibling and then back, just quick and back. Take a move.
As your father is about to pull away, he says, "And I did find the people who made your mother sick. And if it makes you feel any better, it wasn't pleasant." And he leans back.
Revenge is not as helpful as the warm hug or a caring partner. It's harder to stand by someone when they're sick than it is to kill. So I hope that losing time has taught you that. But let's work together.
Yeah.
And stop the end of the world.
I really hope you look at that. He points to the little box. It's like a ring-size box.
Okay. I got it. You mission accomplished.
He turns to the rest of you and says, "Thank you. Will you keep him safe?"
Oh,
More than
easy.
you have.
It's like basically my job.
That's fair.
If we don't, Eclipse will kill us anyhow.
Yeah,
That's also true. Yeah.
Why would she do that?
because
It's an A-B conversation that you need to walk right out of.
And he smiles and was like, "Knew it." And
why don't you make like a tree and get
And-
and Neola just gives Ogden a big hug. And she picks a noose up and gives him a big hug. And says in your ear in Goblin,
be picked up.
"Be safe." Pats you on the head, sets you down.
Grab me.
he like
Roggers,
pats her, and it's just like, oh my god.
Eston the wolf licks Ogden on the face.
Your Uncle Augie will miss you.
And she walks over to her father, and her father, Latimer, holds out a hand, grabs her hand. She grabs onto one of Eston's paws. And you notice the familiar spell of teleport as they just...
I'm gonna go up to Ogden. So, did Neola ask about me?
I mean, she said something about comparing guns later. Maybe taking them to the range, really clocking them in, you know?
Yeah.
Really getting some,
Mm-hmm.
getting some
Great.
good...
We'll make it a date.
Yeah, it's great. Perfect. Perfect. That's not weird for me at all.
I'm kidding.
Throwing around. You great. No, it's fun. It's fun. I had it. Good times. Good time. I'm in an emotionally fertile place right now. A very emotionally fertile place.
I'm just gonna wrap an arm around his shoulders and walk with him.
Okay.
Would all of us have seen Ogden receive that gift that he got?
No.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
just holding
cool.
it. Holding it. Well,
But now he's
it
holding
twirl-
it out, so yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just holding it and twirling it in my hands, not really looking at it. Just it's in my hands. Don't even know what's in it. Not gonna open it.
Okay. I'm not
Just-
gonna do
just-
anything.
Just
I just
touching it.
wondered if we saw it. That's all.
Deciding
Uh,
to throw it into the fucking woods or not.
Okay.
guys, so it's been, a couple days, and our collective memory is like every day is like a week or so. So like, what are we doing now?
I mean, someone else has family, and we took this detour for that smelly butthole. Let's help someone's family who they, actually might need our help.
Well, your smelly butthole is looking for my family for me, so my family's
Oh.
good.
And I'm sorry, I was half listening. I was not pleased.
Oh no, that absolutely makes sense. I wouldn't listen to a word that man says. He's such a boring person.
Do you need the DM to remind you guys what your last plan was after this was dealt with?
That might be helpful. Yeah.
Something about going to get the mantle next.
You wanted to go. Yeah, you wanted to go to
Yeah.
Dawnbreak Cove to get the mantle, and then Eclipse wanted to go to that tower where the dragons are being kept. That TN.
Right.
All right.
At some point, I need to go to hell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to. I would like to, so I can also get a fancy weapon
Yeah.
or object. I don't know if it's a weapon.
I mean, Nice, how you doing on magic reserves? Maybe you could check in on Katerina or Anna?
Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Yeah. Just make sure that one or both of them is alive.
Yeah,
You've seen both of
I,
them before.
I don't have the material. Like I would need a very expensive material for scrying, but I could try sending them a message.
That might work. Ash, they're your sisters?
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah. Wait. I can tell him enough information that he can do it. Then, right?
And they've also met
Yeah.
at your house.
Oh, that's right. We all met.
You
Yeah, that's
all
right.
your siblings.
That's right. Yeah.
At that
That'll
dinner
work.
where everyone got
What?
murdered.
What am I asking them?
They just wait. Are you scrying or are you sending to them?
Just sending.
Oh, you just ask them where they are. Just ask Catherine where they are and if they're all right, and that way I can find out if we need to go do an armed rescue or if Ogden's dad can just send them a letter.
All right.
Probably also let them know that they're probably, going to be running a country soon.
Yeah.
Who should I message first?
Go with Catherine.
All right. And I'll cast sending.
Okay. You got 25 words.
Hello.
Unless Noose says hello as 2 words. Hello.
Hello.
Hell. Oh.
This is your brother's goblin friend. Are you in trouble? You are a queen.
I think that's 10 more.
Where are you?
Where are you? We have a lot to talk about.
That's it.
Mwah.
Kisses the nose that flies away into the.
Okay. What the fuck are you ones, you fucking strangers trying to get drunk and fight? Oh wait, wrong one. Shit.
I was gonna say, I was like, that was Catherine? What the hell is that? I'm kidding.
Lots changed
What
in
the
3
hell?
years.
That was the wrong one.
I was gonna say, if that's Catherine, then what is Anna like a warlord in
Yeah,
some?
that was the wrong one.
Eye patch,
Anna's Queen of
spear,
Dragon's Beard.
throne of skulls.
I don't remember who you are that well, but I'm doing business. Running whatever remains of my family's winery. Rebuilding it and such. If he's looking for Anna as well, She spends every day at the tavern in town.
What the hell?
I assume that's Dawnbreak Cove.
Yeah.
Mention was rebuilding the winery, so
Yeah.
Well,
My home turf of the singing pig.
yeah, she must have heard that devil got
or not.
exorcised from the area.
Only you guys probably knew it was a devil.
Yeah. Well, Keysong is going to share that information with everyone.
Oh, perfect. We were on Dawnbreak Cove already for the mantle, weren't we?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our next
That was
stop.
our next stop. Look at that.
Yeah.
Convenient. Rather than you're like right there.
Look at us
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, we'll stop by, see your sisters, take a little scuba dive.
Yeah. Do you mind if we stop in that? Well, we got to stop in the giant town because that's where we're parked.
Yeah.
Pick up a few things. I was gonna see if I could get a saddle for Charlie here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's something you may need to custom order.
That's true.
Not
That's
for
true.
giants. They ride.
To make a Chimera saddle?
For them, it's just it would be a custom order, but for them, it's just leather crafting. It's not like a big project. It's just handicraft.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that'll take me about an hour.
But just for the sake of sanity and everything, you spend the next 2 days traveling. Anything any of you want to do in those 2 days before you get to the giant settlement?
Load up my amulet again with that
what spell?
spell.
Tensors again?
Oh, I got to.
Muscle wizard? Okay.
Muscle wizard cast fist.
I prefer flex wizard, please.
DJ Flex. As you all, so anyone else doing anything over these 2
Leah's
days?
looking for magic mushrooms along the way as
Roll
we're
me
going.
another survival check.
Mushroom. 22 again.
All right. Let me see how generous I'm feeling.
Yes.
Eclipse is constantly on the verge of asking what's in the box, but
What's in
is
the
able
box?
to hold it in. What's in the box?
Yeah, you find a mushroom. It's yellow with little tentacles on top that go wee 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 wee, and they actually talk a little bit. They're like wee 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 wee.
Oh, hello.
Wee 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 wee.
Leah's gonna.
You can only hear it
How big is
because
it?
it's telepathic. It's only you can only hear it. It's
I
like this
love it.
big. Wee 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 wee.
Oh,
Eat
I'm
me.
sorry. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And she's gonna eat it.
Okay. Roll me a d4 as you eat it.
Oh my god.
I feel so bad.
Tosh's Cauldron of Everything has rules for magic mushrooms now.
Oh,
One.
man.
1. Your skin is permanently turned purple with yellow splotches.
Gotta adjust
Turn
the
back
character
and
portrait.
Leah. What the fuck? Leah, what did you do?
Well, it's permanent unless by a certain spell, but yes.
Oh, wow.
What did you eat this time, Leah?
A mushroom?
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah, okay. As long as it doesn't kill you.
Which one was it?
There aren't any more of those ones growing. Just a different cluster of weird mushrooms as you keep walking.
Doesn't kill you, makes you purple.
And yellow. It just matches my mushrooms now. I'm even more fun. Oh, this is exciting. That's almost like a moss growing on me. Wow.
Yeah, you got a lot of color now. You were pretty pale before.
What does my tongue look like, Keysong?
Oh,
She
let
like
me see.
sticks her tongue out.
Same
Yeah,
color.
stick it out.
Same
Stick it
color.
out. And he like grabs it and pulls a little. And
Yeah.
He's like, ooh,
Same
look at
color. Purple with yellow splotches.
it. He does a little squeak test.
It's still a tongue.
Sniffs it.
It smells like a tongue.
Weird.
Smells like the inside of Leah's mouth.
Oh yeah, I think this checked out. You're healthy as you ever been.
Did it taste?
You
How did it
see-
taste?
It didn't really taste like anything. You see, you do see the goat head of the Chimera inching towards some more mushrooms. Just.
Leah, what's Charlie about to eat?
Mushrooms.
This one
What kind of
is
mushrooms?
purple, and it looks like there's a tiny little face on it.
Leah's gonna like grab it before Charlie can eat it. Just so...
Charlie, I don't
like
want you
the
to.
goat head like snaps at your hand. Just.
Charlie.
Meh.
Don't bite friends.
Oh, and then underneath, the bottom of the mushroom kind of looks like little chicken feathers in texture. Like where the gills of the mushroom are, they look like little chicken feathers, like just in texture and appearance.
Does it give off any aroma?
Fried chicken.
Oh, this one smells like it tastes good.
And she's gonna eat it.
Like, ooh, fried chicken.
I really wanted Charlie to eat it. Okay.
I don't like the sound of that.
It tastes like fried chicken.
Is it a big mushroom or a smaller mushroom?
About the size of a chicken thigh.
She'll like, if she can, she'll be like, okay, nothing happened to her.
Mm-hmm.
Then she'll offer Charlie a piece. Does he eat it?
It depends if his caretaker allows it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I will trust
Nothing
Leah.
happened to me.
So
Yeah,
when
I'll
Leah
get-
speaks, before Charlie eats it, words don't come out of Leah's mouth. Leah clucks and croons like a chicken.
Does that answer your question, Ash?
Yeah, Charlie, I should go ahead. You're probably hungry, and I don't have any dead bodies to give you. So
And instead of bang, he goes.
wait. Dragon Charlie, make a noise. Hey, it's all three of them. Wait. Lion Charlie, roar.
And as you just keep walking, that effect ends after 1 hour.
First hour of my life.
Best
But
hour
you
or worst hour?
all. Sorry, is there something you just wanted to do before we end this?
Oh, no. It's fine.
Okay. So you all get back to the giant settlement. Ash goes hunting for a saddle for Charlie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go commission a giant to get a Chimera saddle, like one that has one that's built for flying, so like has like loops and like a knee rest, and then
Oh, we have those.
oh, you just have those, all right?
Our children like to fly around on griffins and stuff.
Oh, cool. All right, yeah, I'll take one of those. How much?
60 gold.
Perfect. I can afford that. All right.
Cool beans. You can add an exotic saddle to your equipment.
Ooh, nice. All right, and then I'm gonna have to spend time on the ship getting Charlie to be willing to wear it. Just trying to get our cat to wear his harness.
Exactly. But he gives you the saddle, says best travels.
Thank you very much. And then I'll leap up and headbutt him.
Headbutts you back. Contested strength.
All right.
Oh no, that's a 5.
Was it a strength check or was it athletics? I can't remember.
Athletics.
Oh, then that's a 30.
Unconscious.
Is he all right?
He's unconscious.
Is he all right?
Knocked out cold.
I'm gonna just like, is he wearing? Does he have like a spare apron or something in his leather shop?
Yeah.
I was gonna like take an apron, just like roll it up, lift up his giant head, stick it under there, and put his head down there and pat him on the head.
Okay.
To the sides.
So you leave.
Yeah, so he doesn't vomit.
You get onto the ship. You all get back onto the ship. Monkfish is just like, oh, hello. How'd it go?
Monkfish, meet Charlie.
Holy fuck! Where'd you get that?
We found him.
Same place same place
go
we
ahead.
befriended a Tarask.
Why is she purple?
And yellow.
She ate a strange mushroom.
Don't
as
do
usual.
that. Don't do that.
I've eaten
It's mostly harmless at this point.
You should know how to know what mushrooms you're eating if you're going to eat magic ones.
Generally, I'm very good at nature, but these are brand new. How could I not try them?
Because you could die.
Keystone can handle that. Right, Keystone?
True. Right. Nothing
Like, Leah just
happened.
gives Keystone a little pat in the back.
Joseph got attacked by a big crab. Everything's fine.
Oh, good.
You really need to drop that kid off somewhere.
No,
Wait, where?
he was poking it with a stick, so I mean it's kind of just his own fault.
Oh, yeah, that's how you learn, yeah.
And it wasn't like a monstrous crab, it was like only this big. But it like got him when he was peeing later, so.
Oh, monkfish, guess what?
Mm,
We're in the Dongbird Cove.
okay.
Let's go!
Well, I'll go tell Thrar.
Oh, wait.
Ash, do you want to like learn how to talk to Thrar? I didn't realize that you spoke Giantess fluent.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll find a stall or... Oh, I also am going to buy like 2 weeks worth of just meat
Okay.
for Charlie.
15 gold.
Perfect.
And it's like big hunks of like moose and yeah.
Perfect. I'll spend I'll tip on one extra just to make it an even 16 because I have 116 gold.
Oh, okay. This is a different. Yeah, this is a different person.
All right, so yeah, I'll get that set up somewhere that Charlie can't easily get to, like a locked cabinet. Find a place for Charlie to sleep, and then I'll go with Ogden to meet Thror.
Okay. So two of you go below deck. It has been a couple days, so the teleport function of the ship is working. As is the plane shift. It's been a week or so. So you go down below deck and into the chamber, the orgy chamber where that frost giant heart is, and the voice just fills both of your minds, and it says, "Ogden, who's this?"
This is another captain on the ship. This is Ash. Ash also speaks Giant, and
is that so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I neglected to even think of it until we were just on a whole island of giants.
Interesting. Well,
I'm guessing you don't appreciate headbutt greetings.
I haven't had one in the longest time.
He doesn't have a head. He's just
Feel free to headbutt my casing.
What?
What about the front of the ship? Will that work? Does that count?
Ooh, that would work even better.
All right. Before we set sail, I'll go headbutt the front of the ship and just to say hello.
Go give him some noggin.
We'll go do it now. We're about to leave.
All right, we'll give you.
I thought I was finishing the introduction, but yeah.
Yeah. Just in case, yeah, he's who you talk to. He's who I'm talking to every time we get the ship moving. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I was put here. My body is on another continent.
And I've made a promise to return him to that continent when we're all done with this.
Yeah, it makes sense, eh?
So when we're done with this, I'm sailing a dragon's beard to take care of this. To take care of Thrar. Am I right, Thrar?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna head to Dawnbreak
I
Cove,
mean,
and I'm gonna.
You can keep
What?
the ship when my heart's removed from it.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the point of having a dope ass ship that's magically controlled by a giant's heart if it's gonna lose giants?
It's a shame. You were on a nun deal. You could have went to the place that builds sky ships.
Do you know the name of that place?
I do, but that's for another story.
Okay, fair enough. You seem to little bit of a bait and switch. I'll be honest, that feels like a bit
Just
of
a place
bait.
you guys can visit is all.
But if we can teleport there at some point.
Sure. Where are we headed?
Dawnbreak Cove. Ash and I are gonna go run out and give
Oh,
you
I
some
know that place. I saw that place when she controlled me.
Yeah, no, she
She was very interested in that temple there.
is very dead, and
Well, it's good.
now we got you. Let's set sail.
All right, Mr. Ash, you may headbutt me.
All right, Ogden, you want to come with?
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten in on any of this noggin stuff, and I figured might as well.
Headbutt a ship.
All right, jumping right in the deep end here. So, all right, let's go.
Well, I mean, I here's the thing. I don't think I'll get a lot of whip back action. So if I just I pull back just a little bit, I won't, be worried about shattering vertebrae number 2 and 3. I figured giants might, might. I got specific dance moves that involve a lot of head bobbing, so I feel like if I ruin those, my.
So that draconic like head on the front of the ship, is that what you're aiming for, or just some of the hull? Just.
Oh, I'll climb out on the rigging just
To headbutt the dragon head on the front?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics check.
Ogden Boon?
Yeah, athletics check to headbutt it.
Hey, what's your portents for today?
I had a 7 and a 9.
It's a different day because you guys, I did time skipping, so it's a different day.
Oh, yeah, we traveled for 2 days.
So
roll your portents. Roll your 3 portents right now.
Oh, I already rolled them. There are
Okay,
3,
cool.
a 10, and a 13.
None of those will work.
No. I already think I didn't do it. So it's athletics, you said?
Yes, please.
Oh, that's 10.
And that's like solid steel, that head. And you just like split your forehead open, blood like trickling down, and you kind of just knock yourself unconscious. Back onto the boat.
That's a
I
bad
catch
dragon.
him.
Yeah. Knocked out cold.
Catch him. Oh, there you go. All right. All right. Does Thrower collect snow? Does the cold ship collect snow?
It does, but you can already see some of the Kuatoa running over with a bucket, and they just go splish.
Oh no! Gently. I was gonna take a handful of snow and just put. All right.
It doesn't wake them up. Yeah. The bucket of water doesn't wake them up.
Oh, okay. What do you do? Get out of here, you horrid fish people! All right, and I'm gonna take a hand.
Ash, don't talk to Bjorksnice like that. He's trying his best.
Just splashed your unconscious husband with water.
We are not married. We have
Whatever.
not defined this relationship.
He's unconscious.
Why is he unconscious?
Calm it down, Eclipse.
do?
Calm it down, Eclipse. He's unconscious. He can't
I
hear
will
you.
fight you, Ash. If you killed him, I will
I
fight
didn't
you.
kill him. He headbutted the ship. Now hold up. Keep pressure on this. And I just put a handful of snow on the bleeding wound on his forehead. I have to go take a turn.
You're gonna just flick Ogden in the temple wall.
Yeah, it doesn't
Dude,
even wake
guys.
up. He's like cold.
While I'm-
I've already incurred 1 head injury. You flick that person in the temple?
It's like a soft flick,
But Ash, roll me an
wounds
athletics check,
bleed.
please, as you
What
headbutt.
I want to do is I want to grab one of the ropes and swing out in front of the ship and then swing back head first into the masthead.
Okay, go for it.
And I'm gonna rage as I do this. I'm
Okay.
using one of my daily rages.
I hope you get knocked out and you just fall into the water.
Ah, psh. All right,
Head
let me
wounds, head
add a
wounds
long rest
bleed so much.
God,
So I
there's
just
so many
imagine Ogden
veins
is
in
just
your
anything
like,
above
skull.
anything above the forehead.
Yeah,
All right.
his nose already pink. He's like, oh, God damn it, he's such an idiot sometimes.
Eclipse, can I get some inspiration?
Yeah,
Jury roll.
whatever.
No, I haven't rolled yet.
Go do it, Tarzan.
All right. Swing out. All right. I'm going to roll that inspiration.
Conscious or break our damn ship.
All right. That's a 22.
22. It hurt. But you don't get knocked out. There's no bruises or split skin, but you get a sense. You just hear, good one, in your mind.
Thank you, Thrower.
You're
I would've-
unconscious. Shut up.
I would have
Ogden.
told your friend, good one as well, but I haven't heard from him in a few minutes.
Oh, yeah. He's unconscious. He knocked himself out. You can tell him when he wakes up, though. I'll let you know.
Where are we headed?
All right. Dunbreak Cove, please.
And as the ship teleports, I forgot, since this is the teleport spell, but since you guys have been there before, it's probably going to be fine.
Probably.
What area of Dawnbreak are you aiming for? Like the docks, in the middle of the city?
No, not a good safe distance out to sea in view of the docks we can sail in. Not going to try and aim that one. Land
I'm just
on
gonna
my
land
house.
it on the hill.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Since you've been there before, roll me a D100, Ash, since you're the one doing this.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Can Ash also get an inspiration for this roll?
Not for this.
D100?
Yeah, D106.
58.
58. As everything just... Ogden comes to consciousness just as the ship
Ogden's bleeding.
lands 2 miles offshore. Just off of Dawnbreak Cove. You can see Dawnbreak ahead of you. You immediately drop into tropical warm waters because Ipshire does not get snow in the winter. It is back to being overwhelmingly hot. So all of you in your mammoth fur clothes immediately start sweating. And as the ship begins to sail towards Dawnbreak Cove, that is where we're going to end the session for the week.
All right.
You have tamed a Chimera somewhat.
Charlie.
Set off a nuke.
Yeah.
Got
Talk
deep
to-
magic mushrooms.
Talk to a Tarask.
Talk shit to Ogden's dad.
Hell yeah.
Found out why Marion Boon is alone.
She doesn't deserve it.
She's better off without him. She's
You're
better
right.
off. She's better off.
She deserved someone better
She has her
than
2
Latimer.
sons.
Her 2 sons.
She's happy with her 2 sons. Yeah.
Yeah, and that creature that appeared in the house appeared there for a reason, but it got smushed.
That reminds me.
what creature in what house?
While we were traveling, Noose would have definitely messaged Marion Boone
Okay.
for like the sending stuff. So
You can just message me that later.
okay.
But yeah, that's that. Headed towards Dawnbreak Cove. 3 more days have passed. Actually, 2 days to get there, 2 days back, so 4 days. Yeah. To go get another one of these artifacts.
This is the one we're just like giving to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you going to give it to? The Orcs Nast.
We have to figure that out.
Yes.
My sister.
They do have to be willing.
Ogden's sister.
So, good night, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more Rime of the Frostmaiden. Pick up after where we left off from that last week. Kaboom.
Ooh.
Hopefully there's no more
exciting.
tears.
Bye, everyone. And then Sunday for Soldiers of Lich Queen.
Yeah, we're back.
For Bjorgs.
Yeah, surrounded by furbolgs in the woods. That's what happens.
Bye.